Hey, it's Spain with Role Playing Public Radio. We are playing Delta Green here for the Role Playing Public Radio Patreon. This is a scenario I've written called Bleak Dawn, and we'll explain what's happening in a second. But we have a full cell of agents. Well, one agent and four friendlies in operating in Virginia in the suburbs. We'll start in the suburbs outside Washington, D.C., and sort of go from there. I'll explain the characters and what they know right now, actually. So first off, we have Ethan, who's playing Holly Huddle, an FBI agent who has been on a few operas and knows about the unnatural. So say hello, Ethan.
Hello, this is Holly Huddle. I am 55 years old. I am sharp in my intelligence and affable in my charisma, and am not at full sanity.
Great. And then we will go in the order of the friendlies because I gave them friendlies 1 through 4, each with some different information. Scribblykins, please tell us about Agent Brown, or Friendly Brown, technically.
Friendly Brown is actually an agent, but he isn't one of the recruited agents officially. Yeah. So he's Mitchell Brown from the page. I can't see what page it is. 235 in the big old Delta Green pre-gens document we have. So he's a fairly fit and stoic sort of guy, fairly young, recently out of his official training, which is probably why he hasn't been recruited in officially either.
So you know that there is some sort of secret group dealing with the unnatural, and your special mission, they haven't fully inducted you yet or told you what's going on, but you do know that Holly Huddle is higher up, or has some, you've worked together before. But your primary mission, aside from assisting on operas when you're called up to, is keeping the local, they call it a green box, but it's actually at a farmhouse on a property owned by a shell corporation. And there is a vault in the basement where certain secure items are held. And your main thing is to keep that, to check up on the property every month and deal with any issues. You get the paperwork. You have to deal with property taxes and shit like that. You have to, you have authority over this shell corporation, so you can do that. But your job is to keep it nice and secure, and no one breaks in, and just deal with any problems with this farmhouse. And
I'm like, am I doing CIA stuff? What is this?
Yeah, but it's very important, that you do that. So then we have friendly number 2, played by Wintermute. Please tell us about James Howe.
Well, James Howe is he's a civilian. There's nothing big about him. He's about 46, from Santa Clara. He's perfectly fine with the law. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong here.
Okay. Yeah. And but yeah, you've come into this there's this covert group that has asked you to help with certain things, and they obviously have some kind of government connections or powers, but it's been very beneficial to you, but also been very dangerous. But friendly number 2, you are the one entrusted with the keys to the vault at the farmhouse. And there's several items in there, but there's a particular book they call the Grimoire. And your job is to watch friendly number 3 while they study the book. So you open up the vault and you, anytime they want to read the book, they have to call you. You both have to go together, and you have to watch him while he reads a book. Which you find very odd, but you don't ask questions. So yeah, friendly number 3.
Yeah, so playing Trenton Loken. He's a paramedic, 37 years old, perceptive and stoic. Honestly, very, very average, but paramedic and knows biology.
Okay. And give yourself 60 in occult if you don't already have it.
Okay.
And 5 points in unnatural. And knock
Cool.
off 5 sanity.
Cool.
So yeah, you became a paramedic after a failed academic career. You didn't. So you transitioned careers, and then your academic background gave you access to this organization. They've helped pay off. They a computer error suddenly wiped out your student debt, and so you're very grateful to the organization. And they've had you patch up people because you're a paramedic. Like people came in with it was a weird dog, but that was no dog. Those are not dog bites. You don't know what the fuck bit him. But he lived, and then a couple of bullets, that kind of stuff. But you've also been asked to go once a month to this farmhouse and read a book. And the book is really weird, and you're supposed to take notes about it. It's written in English. And it's written by it's the diary of a very disturbed person who had hypergraphia, which meant he wrote this person, whoever they were, wrote a lot. But there is a logic to this text, and you're beginning to make sense of it. And there's other weird things in the vault as well. But your job is to read the book once a month and to send notes to an email address. And that's what you do. And it's very, it's kind of stressful, but you have to do it.
I feel like I'm a super spy.
And let's see here. And then we have friendly number 4, Micah Shin.
Yeah. So Micah Shen is a experienced police officer for the DIA. He normally works security for their facility out in the DC area, but then sometimes he gets called off to do some stuff offsite.
And let's see here. I'll just put this in the private chat so everybody can see that again. I think I wrote everybody's stuff. Anyways, so you are friendly number 4. You have Holly Huddle's trust. So Holly definitely trusts you. You've worked together. You probably had to help hide a body together. So that's a bonding exercise. So go ahead and give your both selves a bond of 6. You're each other's bonds. So, Holly, who are your bonds, by the way? You have to live with one of them, I will say. Ethan?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so my bonds, I have 3 bonds. They're all at 14. 55 years old. I'm going to say it's my husband, Brad, and our 2 kids.
Okay.
Both of which we had in my younger days before I started with the program, and I have a relatively good relationship with both of them because they don't know what I really do with my life. And their names.
Yeah, what are their names? Yeah.
Their names are Chrissy and Todd.
Chrissy and Todd. And what was your husband's name?
Brad
Holly.
Holly.
Good very good husband name. Very, very. So as we begin, it is late. Well, we'll just move the timeline up to early January for reasons, and it is very cold, wintry day, a snowy day, and Holly, you are always up first. Brad likes to sleep in, so do the kids. And you hear a quiet knock on the front door as you were making coffee.
That's not the knock I like to hear.
All
right. Take my coffee cup, stride over the door, have a look at it, have my pistol kind of positioned by the door.
So you see Mr. Mr. Ethan Morris, your next door neighbor. He is an older man in his late 60s, and he looks rather worried. He's in his bathrobe, and he is yeah. What do you open the door?
Yeah, I'll crack it open. Hey, Ethan, what's going on?
Hi, Holly. I need the mirror's reflection. It's time. I need it, please.
Run that by me again.
The mirror's reflection. I need it. It's time. I really need it.
Is he look like he's physically
human? Yeah.
Okay.
He does not. There's no obvious injuries on him, but he doesn't look he actually looks pretty bad. Pretty bad shape.
I don't think that's a successful human. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of look at him quizzically. You hear the ding to your coffee maker, and you just turn and look at it, look back, look away from him for a second, and he when you turn back, he's gone. Give me a sand check.
Ethan? Okay, successful sand check.
Okay, no sand loss, but you
I
see
look around
footprints.
Outside.
Yeah, there are footprints leading from his house to yours. He's next door to you.
Okay, I assume with my little 5% unnatural, this is not something that this is not similar to something I've encountered in the past.
Not that you know of, no.
Okay, I will grab the phone that is not my normal cell phone and call the number on it.
Okay. You have access to your 4 friendlies. They contact you. You don't you have an email address you can send information to. But yeah, you can give me intelligence times 5.
All right. Definitely success. That's a 3.
Okay. This is really bad because this is on your civilian identity. This is not something you want to necessarily tell the leadership of Delta Green. They may you don't know how they will respond until you have enough information to sort of guide them. What are they going to do? Yeah.
I'm going to go out of my house and go over to my neighbor's house, following his footprints back to his door.
Okay. You get your shoes on, follow the tracks in the snow, and
I'll try the door.
His door is ajar.
Okay, I open it and look inside. I have my gun with me.
Yeah. You look in. Let's see. He has a book open, a notebook open on the coffee table in his living room. There are bottles of several prescription pills on there, and there is some blood on the coffee table. The book is spattered with it. And there is a there's a mirror in the living room, or in the front hallway by the front door, and there's been marks sharpied on it. There's been a face drawn on the mirror, and arrows around it.
Yeah, as though you would put your face right up. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to look at it straight on. I'm going to warily stay away from the mirror and take a look at the notebook real quick.
There is a the mirror. I can feel it inside me. When the sun rises, I'll go over. I need the mirror. If I don't get it today, I'm definitely I don't want to die. I need the mirror. That kind of that's what the last page says.
Okay, do I have any clue what anything about a mirror besides the one I see in the room?
You have no, you don't know off the top of your head.
Okay, this rings no bells for Holly. So I'm gonna take the notebook.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look around real quick to see if there's anything else that seems like informationally relevant that I might want to grab up.
Let's see. There's prescription pills.
Yeah, I'll take those.
Yeah, it's 3 bottles of them, each with a different prescription.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop to look at them. I'm just gonna throw them in a grocery bag and like get ready to haul.
I mean, there's dried blood, and there's the Sharpie mirror. That's the only thing you see in the living room. You haven't searched anywhere.
Okay, I will. I got my phone. I'll take a picture of the mirror.
Okay.
I assume that I practice good OPSEC and have a phone that is not going to just like upload this shit to the cloud.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I want a picture of that.
Okay.
After I take a picture of it, I'm going to look around for like a sheet or a curtain or something and try to throw it over the mirror so that it's obscured.
Sure. Yeah. There's a blanket. Yeah, you can do that.
Then I'm going to case the rest of the house.
Okay. Give me search.
Let me see whether that succeeds. Search. SEARCH. No, I missed by 2 points.
Okay. Nothing. You're kind of panicked and distracted, and you don't. Nothing really jumps out at you.
All right. Well, in that case, once I'm finished in the house, I'm going to go out the way I came in. I'm going to close the door and lock it behind me.
You don't have a key.
Well, I can lock it from the inside, right?
Well, it's like a deadbolt, so if you lock it from the inside, you're not going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I will not lock it if I can't easily do so.
But you have someone you can call about this.
That's true. Yeah, I'm about to start making some calls. I'll go back in my right outside my door and out of earshot of my poor family and start making some calls.
All right. Who do you want to call first?
I'm guessing it's gonna be of the friendlies, who is like my primary contact? Probably Brown, right?
That's the one that Brown is well, let's see. I mean, they're all about equal. Like
you have one you trust more than the others, though.
Yeah. Friendly 4 is the one you personally trust more than the others. That's
okay. That's who I'm gonna call then.
All right. Micah, you get a call from Holly's burner number, which you recognize, or burner to burner phone.
What time is this at again?
This is dawn. This is like right after dawn, so like 7 a.m. something like that. Where are you, by the way? Yeah, are you awake? Are you asleep? Are you on duty?
I am probably awake and making a lunch for my daughter to take to school if it's a weekday. If it's a weekend, then it's awake and just letting everybody sleep in. But
okay.
So seeing that ring, I'll answer and still be making a sandwich or something. Shin?
Hey there. It's Ollie.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a situation that's developing. Question out of character. Is Shen in easy driving distance to my location?
Oh, you're all in the same city. You're all in the same.
Okay, great.
You're all in the same area. That's why you all work
Shen,
together.
I'm sorry to give you a call this early in the morning, but I'm gonna need you over here ASAP. Got a situation. Given the address.
All right. I'm assuming this is not standard to be getting.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that much you could tell is like you can give me a human check.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that, and then I also and as I'm doing that, is there
all of you have contact info for everyone else? Like you all work together enough. I mean, you're near enough DC that you can all drive into DC, and so Delta Green has a lot of work in the DC area. So
fill out a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, just paperwork. Yeah. No, you're definitely not hiding mysterious packages or throwing plastic bags in another river.
That's basically paperwork.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you want to do? Or first, give me what's your human check?
So human was 39 out of 50.
Okay. Yeah, there is an edge of not panic, but heightened anxiety. Like, this is obviously personal for Holly. This is not like a something that surprised her, and yeah.
All right. Seeing or noticing that kind of distress. Yeah, I'll be on the way shortly. Just let me, alert the wife that she'll have to take the kid into school today, and then,
hmm
and is there, have you, is it contained? Or-
There's nothing obviously active that I can tell, but honestly, it's pretty early. I don't know yet.
okay, I'll be there ASAP.
So like, don't leave your guns at home.
Understood. Yep, we'll
All
be
right.
there ASAP.
Okay.
right.
All right. So you get there pretty quickly. Like I said, you all are within driving distance, and it's early, so there's not a huge amount of traffic. The morning rush hour is not yet started. That's how early this is. Yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna fill him in on what I saw inside. My neighbor came over. Actually, we're gonna like not be like standing in my front yard as my family wakes up. We're gonna go to the other side of the house.
Okay, sure.
And be like, yeah. So it came over. He said some stuff to me about a mirror. He needed a reflection in it.
So Micah, you can think of a mirror. Because you've been in the vault several times, and there is a big like standing mirror in the vault. So that unwanted thought just sort of pops in your head. It's kind of like, oh yeah, there's a mirror.
Yeah, that's not good that was mentioned.
Yeah, he had a mirror in his house, a bunch of weird shit drawn on it, but I don't know anything else about other mirrors. Apparently, he came under my house, so.
Do you know where he disappeared to after?
He disappeared into thin air. Yeah, you can see his tracks just come up to my door and stop. So,
are the tracks still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be thinking of containing and like hiding evidence that somebody just walked up and then didn't go anywhere. So, I want to go to the house, and you said you looked through it and stuff already, but
yeah, another
do you know
pair of
about
eyes never hurts.
Was the blood stains? Do you know if they were like controlled? Like, was it like self-inflicted, or was it like a lot?
Do you have forensics, Holly?
I have forensics at 30.
You can give me a check on forensics. All
right. 53. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, it's blood.
I didn't really get a good look at it. I'm not a specialist in that sort of thing, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. So Micah, you're going to the house, and looking through that again, and
yeah,
Holly,
and
you kind of have to take care of your family, or put on a good show for the family. Everything's normal, of course.
Be like,
Here's
hey,
your coffee, dear. Yeah.
Unlock the other doors while you're in there, okay? I want to be able to get back in without having to come across my yard. I gotta go take care of the kids.
Yep, will do.
Okay, so Micah, you're in the house now.
Yeah. So first thing in the house, are the windows and stuff like? Do they have the blinds down? Are they like open, or like?
Some are open, some are closed. It's not entirely one way or the other. So you can close them all if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna close them and then like go and like unlock the back door for easier access, and then
okay.
And then I will check out the kind of living room area without proceeding any further at the point after I lock the doors.
You can give me a forensics check to look at the blood if you have that skill.
I got it at 20, so I guess we'll give it a shot. That is a 90 out of 20, so no.
Okay, yeah, it's blood, maybe. Could be ketchup. Yeah. Okay. What do you want to do next?
Let's see. Oh, can I cover up the mirror with like a blanket or something before?
It's already
like,
covered up. It's already.
Oh, it is?
Up. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Holly did make a specific thing to do that.
Okay, cool. I did not see that.
Mhm.
Well, I'll do a quick search through the rest of the house to look for anything
All
like
right. Roll search.
knocked over and stuff. That is a 87 over 70, so no.
It's definitely a house. It's got stuff in it. Looks like normal person stuff. Nothing's highlighted on your Delta Green vision. You know, you like your bat detective vision. So yeah, you need to upgrade that in the talent tree. But yeah, so that takes you a little bit. Holly, I will say this is yeah, school's just started. So what age are your kids?
Oh, they're old. Like I'm 55. They're in high school at least. I think
Okay,
one
so
of
they're
them's in
going to high
college.
school. All right. Are they going to high school or college?
Todd's in high school. Chrissy's a sophomore in college.
Okay, yeah. So Chrissy's not even there. Todd is Brad. Does Brad have a job? Does Brad work at home?
Oh yeah, sure. Brad's he's a CPA.
CPA. Okay, so he's going. Is he work from home or does he have to go back to the office?
It's really cold. He was probably expecting and hoping to work from home today.
All right. So he's like, hey, don't forget to take Todd to school.
Yeah, Brad, I really hate to do this to you, honey. But I got a real early call today, and if you could take Todd in, I will make it up to you.
Okay.
I
roll persuade to put on a
sorry.
good face. Everything's normal, Brad. Everything's
Pretty
normal.
good persuade.
Todd, yeah. Lying to your family.
Yeah, 7 is good. Yeah, it's a success.
Yeah, lying to your family.
You're good at lying to your family.
Yeah, no, you're really good at it. You're used to it. Yeah, everything's fine. All right, yeah, no, but they don't suspect a thing, as far as you can tell. And Brad dutifully takes Todd to school.
And while you're out,
Brad makes a joke about you saving the world again.
Yeah, while I'm saving the world, could you get some cat food on your way back?
Okay, sure. Yeah, buy yourself a little more time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what do you want to do? You two have kind of synced up at that point. As Brad drives off with Todd. Mikey, you searched the house, so you didn't see anything obvious as well. So
did you have a look at the mirror? Did you see it? Did you look at it?
I did not. I chose to avoid that.
Yeah, that's
for now.
Probably a good choice. I do have a picture of it. I'll show it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Show the picture on the phone.
Yeah.
So this doesn't mean anything to me. How about you?
So what was actually written on the mirror?
There was a face and arrows drawn on it.
Do the face and
yeah.
Do those mean anything to me at all?
No. I mean, you do know that Miss Trenton Locken has been studying a weird book in the vault with the mirror. Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything to me, but Trenton might know more. Is Holly cleared for the vault?
You're all cleared for the vault. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing is that Trenton's not allowed to read the book without James there.
Supervision.
Yeah. This might have to do with there's something in the vault that might be aligned with this. We might need to call the others in.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll get them on the phone. You start heading over there. Okay.
Okay. All right. Who you going first?
I'm calling. Billups is like the actual like official keeper of the green box, right?
Let's see. Yeah. That's right.
Mitchell Brown.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
He
Okay.
owns it. Or I mean, he manages it. He doesn't own it, but like he runs the shell company and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run down the list. Billups, then Howe, then
All right.
Loken.
All right. We could just summarize it. You all, what are you telling each of them? Just there's a situation you all need to meet at the green box?
Yeah, I'm not telling them any details. I'm just gonna say there's a situation.
All right, I'll just
meet
go
up
down the
with Ray.
line. Billups, you get the call. Where are you? What are you doing? I mean, you're in the area, but like, are you at home?
Actually, I might even be in the same suburb or the neighboring one.
Yeah.
Fairly affluent, you know. I'm probably waking up to go to work, but now I have to like probably still live with my parents, which means that I'm helping my sister wake up. Like it's time to go to school. She's in her teens. There's a few years between us, but I like her. She's my only sibling, so there's a bit of a distance between us. Okay. And just having breakfast with her, my mother, my father, who is fairly distant to all of us because he has his law firm. Just getting the call on my phone. Going like, what? Okay, hello.
Hey there.
Holly, right?
That's right. How you doing this morning?
No, just fine. I was going to head into the agency, but is there something?
Yeah, appreciate you being on top of that, but I'm going to need you to redirect. We're going to meet you over at the LGB.
Oh, okay. I'll call my boss and tell them I've been reassigned them.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Day. Or
yeah, do your thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just like shrug and look at my family and go like, okay, looks like I have other plans for the day.
Okay. As a federal agent, they're used to this kind of thing, odd hours and all that. So you make your way up there. So it would just go down the line. Next up is James. So where are you, James?
Currently in bed.
All right, just sleeping.
My meeting's tomorrow. I have the day off.
All right, you get a call from Holly.
Hello. Oh,
hey, good morning.
What's up?
Good morning, James. This is Holly. Are you rounded about this morning?
Is this involving a certain place with the keys?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm gonna need you to meet us all over there, ASAP.
Cool. I'm gonna pound a Gatorade. Be right there.
Yeah, sorry about the early hours. I understand it's rough. You're probably up late last night, but
late.
Yeah, got to be done.
I'll be there.
All right. And then we have Trenton. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a luck check about that real quick. 50% or less is success. See.
Okay.
Okay, I did not make that. So I'm definitely on my shift already, and about 3/4 of the way through my shift, and I'm on a call.
Okay. Dude tried to take down his Christmas lights and fell off the ladder. He fell pretty hard. You don't think you're not sure how bad the break in his arm is. It could be a hairline. It's not great. They probably won't have to operate on him. So, but he's
Mm-hmm.
But you're in the neighborhood, actually. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I'm not sure if I can just get away from a call by pretending to be sick or something.
Do you have bureaucracy or persuasion?
Try one of those. What do I have? Do I have those? Yeah, bureaucracy, persuade. Bureaucracy.
Persuade
Well,
would bureaucracy give you like, oh, you know, a way to get to claim, like
I'll
how to
try
get out of
persuade.
work, weasel your way out. Persuade is like, hey man, can you cover my shift?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, persuade. So, hey man, with the 17%, I succeeded. Can you
Okay,
cover my
yeah.
shift? It's just this thing. I have to do this thing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Nothing else.
All right. So you're on your way, and I think that's everybody. So we'll cut to the farmhouse as everybody assembles. Aside from Micah, was there anything else you want to do the house before you go?
At the house, I pretty much just wanted to, lock the back door again since we had that unlocked, and kind of like make it so that there's nothing like gonna attract neighbors' attention. Like I don't know this guy's schedule and stuff, so I'm just
You
gonna.
do not. I mean, nothing from the house looks, aside from the door being ajar when Holly found it, there was nothing odd. So as long as you fully close the door, I mean, it looks normal from the outside. If that's your goal, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I'll close the front door and then try to like hide some of the snow footprints, possibly. Like,
I mean, at this point, several people, you and Holly, have walked along the same path, so now there's several sets of footprint going back and forth between the two houses. So yeah, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's cold. The snow's not going to last forever. So yeah.
okay.
But I mean, you could, but you could grab a snow shovel from his house, and there's one in the garage, and then like sort of pat it out, get rid of all the footprints.
I feel like that would be a little too visible as
Okay.
the neighborhood's waking up. So
Yep. All right. So you all, so you're just going to the farmhouse now.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of you, you get the call, and all of you rendezvous. You all show up. Probably Holly gets there first because Holly, actually Holly has to wait for Billups because the farmhouse is alarmed. And Holly does not know the code. Billups does though, so Billups shows up next.
If I have time to wait, I'm
yeah.
going to just go through that notebook a little bit more.
Do you have a cult?
10%.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It is dense. It is written in English. Very neat handwriting, but there's a lot of equations. There's a lot of like just cramped handwriting. A lot of weird looking mathematical stuff. Looks fair. Well, no, yeah, there's sorry, no, I'm thinking of the other book. Morris's book is cramped handwriting, messy, and you still can read some of it. And it's a diary of him, starting with him getting his cancer diagnosis, a terminal cancer diagnosis about 6 months ago. And he is, he's starting this as a way to deal with that fact. And give me intelligence times 5 to see how quickly you can speed read it.
Pretty good at this. 49 success.
49 success. So yeah, you're skimming it, and obviously a lot of it is just a man coming to terms with his mortality, which is, pretty like, oh, you had no idea he was dying. He kept it to himself. And but you do see there's about 3 months ago, there's a entry that catches your eye because it's written in all caps. There's a way out. And then he's questioning it, and then he obviously is not writing for anyone but himself, because he's like, well, the way out, they're saying a lot. They're saying it's possible. And you get the implication someone's telling him about this way out, but you don't know who is telling about this way out. And it's several. You keep skimming, looking for and then you finally find the phrase "the mirror's reflection." If I can get the reflection told me, I just have to get someone to take my place. It'll be so easy. But who? And that's when Billups shows up.
Okay, close her up.
Mm-hmm.
Put her in the bag with the medications.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
Do you have pharmacy, by the way?
Probably not.
Okay.
Pharmacy, PLMNOP. Oh no, I do. I totally have 50% in pharmacy.
All right, give me a pharmacy check.
12. Yes.
Okay, yeah, these are cancer medications. These are like, this is just more slowing it down than trying to possibly cure it. Like this is not great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So which also would explain the blood spatter on the coffee table. He was coughing on blood. So
oof.
Yeah. But Billups shows up. And
hello, boss. Yeah. What's up?
Hey there, Billups. Shan told me that so we had a situation this morning. My next door neighbor came up to my house, disappeared into thin air.
What?
Yeah, he was talking about some kind of mirror reflection. Shin said he thought it might have something to do with something over here, so we figured we'd call in and have a look.
Your neighbor disappeared, and we're coming here?
Yeah, Shin, he was saying something about a mirror's reflection. Does that mean anything to you?
Do I have an overview of everything that's in the green box?
Yep. You do know there is a big-ass mirror in the vault. Like one of those standing, like, full-body mirrors that is on its own little stand. They keep a cloth over it. But you know it's there. And if you have a cult, you can make a check.
Only a 10%.
Okay, well, if you don't have it trained, you don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
So yeah.
I'm confused, but I'll say that there's a mirror in there. Don't see what that's got to do with the man just disappearing on you. But
well, I don't either, but I don't got much else to go on. Figure that's we'd have a look here first before elevating this or something.
Okay. Shortly, the others arrive pretty shortly afterwards. So you're all in the farmhouse now. Holly, were you wanting to give any more information now that everyone's here?
Yeah, now everybody's here. I'll go into like briefing mode. Be like, so here's what happened. My next door neighbor, whose name I would remember,
Ethan Morris,
came to my door this morning. He said some weird stuff like the mirror's reflection. He needed it today, something like that. Then I turned my eyes away from him for a couple seconds. He just looked back and he was gone. As Shan can confirm, his tracks were there. They just came up to my door and quit. We went over to look at his house. He had this notebook. I take it out of the bag. I've looked through it a little bit. I guess he had cancer, which I didn't know about. He was dying. And he had this mirror in his house. He'd like drawn arrows and a face on it. I got a picture of it. I can share it to you once we get inside. But Shin said, I guess there's some kind of mirror here. And so we're going to see if there's any kind of connection there.
So, Trenton, give me a sand check.
Okay, I don't make that.
Okay, you lose one.
Cool.
The book you read talks about the reflection, the world of the mirror, the mirrored world, looking in at us. Yeah.
I start mumbling that out loud. Mirrored world looking in on us.
And there is a big mirror that is behind you. Behind it, like there's a reading table in the middle of the vault where you read the book, and behind that table, is the mirror, and yeah.
Okay, so is there an area? Is there a part inside the farmhouse that is not inside the green box?
Well, the green box is just the entire house, right? Like the vault in the basement.
Okay, but there's kind of an area we could just stand up there in the living room and talk things.
Yeah, that's where you're at right now. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say
I will also say Billups, Agent Billups has sweeps the house every month for bugs and shit. And has a commercial security thing. There's Billups. Do you want there to be surveillance cameras or no?
No.
Yeah.
Because there are surveillance cameras outside, not inside.
So yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah, sorry.
When I see Trenton kind of like freak out a little bit, I'm going to turn over to Hal, see if he's noticed, give him a little look.
Yeah, he does that a lot. You mentioned there was a notebook.
Yeah, I got a notebook here.
You mind if I take a look at that?
Well, wait. Maybe Loken should take a look at it. What's the procedure here? Loken's the book reader.
No, Loken.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, the thing about reading books is only specific to the one book, bound in weird leather, by the way, in the vault.
But
Trenton reads the weird books.
Yeah,
none of the rest of us are supposed to read the weird book, right?
The one book in the vault. Yeah, no one else is supposed to.
No. I took a look at it and said we need someone else to read this.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Trenton, you can, if you want to read the book, give me a call.
Okay. I think I make that 59 under 60.
Not bad.
Great. Yeah, there's an exact phrase in this diary that matches a phrase in the book in the grimoire, which is
okay.
I dedicate myself to the mirror. The dedication. So the dedication to the mirror seems to be some kind of ritual. Talking about linking one's soul to the reflected world, to the mirrored world, so that it may be saved if a price is paid. So it is it involves basically sort of thinking about it and dreaming about it, and focusing one's intent on it for a long period of time. And you're not quite sure. It's something to do, with the mirrored world. Something about like sending one's soul into the mirrored world, so that one could be bodily saved. But how that is done, how saving the body or recovering the body or something like that, some kind of restoration or resurrection, perhaps, is done. That mechanism is not. You haven't finished reading the book, the grimoire, so that you know what section of the grimoire to start reading if you want to figure out what this dedication ritual does. But somehow Morris got information from the grimoire, so there's some kind of information leak from the grimoire to Holly's neighbor, which is
that's disturbing.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
In the vault, I mean, are the mirror and the book next to each other?
The book is, I mean, when you put the book on the reading table, so picture kind of like a bank vault area, reinforced concrete, big metal door. They have several wooden crates with some stuff in there. There's a small arsenal, like gunsmith machinist shop kind of thing. And then there is a separate safe with a thumbprint reader that's set to your thumbprint, Trenton, and that's where the book is kept when you're not reading it. And so the procedure is James unlocks the vault. You go in, open up the safe with the grimoire. You read the book on the table in sight of James at all times. When you're done, you write notes. You hand the notes to James. James does not read them. He simply scans them and emails them to some address that only James knows. Then burns the notes, and then you put the book back in the safe. You close the vault, and that's it. There's a mirror in the corner that's always been there, as far as any of you know. It's covered in dust, and it's just and it's covered with a big tarp or cloth. So there's some stuff in some crates you don't know that none of you have looked into those crates, and there's a gun section in the back. But yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah. I mean, does the mirror that Holly's neighbor was looking into, does it look in any way similar to the? Chris, I don't really.
No, it's like a cheap Walmart mirror that you would hang on a wall, like a half, not full body size, but like, you know, like you want to look at yourself before you step out the door kind of mirror. Does that make sense? Like it's just a cheap regular mirror. The mirror in the vault, none of you have actually pulled the cloth off to fully look at it, but you can tell it's one of those antique full body mirrors with a full metal stand. Let's see if I can find kind of probably like the mirror in Oculus, which I haven't seen, but
it's a looking glass kind of mirror that's good for portals and such.
Yeah, just totally cool. Yeah, no, it's a totally cool. No, it's not that. The Oculus mirror is a little extra. This is. Let's see here.
While Trenton has been reading this diary,
I was
suggested we all
a grimoire, right? And there's a diary is a separate book.
Yeah,
correct. There's two books.
Let's see here.
It's Ethan's diary.
So kind of like that, but like from the 19th century. Like that's the kind of mirror it is.
Yeah, like I said, mirror for portals.
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally cool and normal, and I don't understand like Victorian standing mirror. There we go. That's what you want.
I'll have insisted we go into the kitchen area at least and get some coffee because a lot of people seem tired for some reason.
It might not be a portal. That's insane talk anyway. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I've actually walked in with 2 coffees. No, I'm not sharing.
Yeah, so you can see it's like 6 feet tall, and a little wider perhaps, but yeah, basic idea. So
thing on the top.
It does. Yeah, it has some kind of gilding on it. We'll say it's metal instead of wood. So if I was doing this as a proper scenario, I'd have like custom art for this. But But go on.
Just to summarize, it's Trenton is starting to tell us these things now, maybe or maybe not.
Yeah. I'm trying haltingly to explain the information leak theory when I'm a paramedic. I'm not. Well, I guess I'm sort of an occultist now, but it's still hard to explain something that doesn't make any sense that I don't really fucking understand either. Half of me still thinks all this is nuts, even though I also know it's not nuts. But I'm trying to explain it somehow. None of it makes sense, but somehow there was a mirror in the vault, so that's the only connection I can see. How else did that line of text get from the book into this other person's head?
Like purely professionally speaking, there's a number of ways that information could have gotten out. Like
that's good.
One of us could have leaked it, though.
Or there's
a limited amount of us who could have leaked it. There's whoever we're sending the notes to could have leaked it. Somebody could have broken in. I'll be checking the cameras.
I thought you didn't have cameras.
Outside, I said.
Okay, outside. Yeah. All right, yeah. You can give me a search, alertness, or SIGINT, whatever's higher. If you want to do that. All right.
And that's a success.
Okay. So how far back are you searching in terms of timeline? Like how
since I search for bugs and such every month.
Mm-hmm.
I probably have a month and a half of like archive.
Okay. Did you make your check? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. There is you do notice there is a bit of like in the back there are some shrubs or kind of like bushes in the back that just something about them seems different. And then you realize some of the dirt has been moved a little bit. And there's something, there's something about something is, you can't, you following a hunch, you go back further. And then you realize about 3 months ago, the dirt definitely changed. Like the earth was moved in the backyard near the bushes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll come back grumbling and inform the others that it appears that somebody has approached the farmhouse about 3 months ago. I'll go out and look at the area, but just give me a moment because I did not see that at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a date stamp on that?
I'll provide it.
Let's cross-reference that to the cancer diary.
So the order of events is the earth was disturbed, and then shortly afterwards, Morris was contacted by somebody telling him there's a way out.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Actually, this is kind of a meta question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know about the whole protocol for the grimoire, and I wasn't aware of any of its content. Was I aware of any of its contents?
No, you were not. Like the the procedure was to quarantine the contents of the books just to Trenton.
Okay. Do I know who we send the notes to or any of that other stuff?
You know, it's the Delta Green leadership, but you don't know exactly who. It is very much a one-way thing. Like,
yeah, I'm sort of getting at, should I be concerned that I might be the way that I can't think of a way that I could be the person who was responsible for the leak.
Give me a sand check.
Oh, 98.
Okay, lose 1 from helplessness. Yeah. You're suddenly like, you're normally you have a pretty good memory, but your memory around 3 months ago is a little off. Like there's you don't know what it is, you don't remember because you don't remember it, but there's you start breaking into a cold sweat.
That's not great.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a good chance that this location has at least been noticed, if not compromised. So how did he find out? Your neighbor.
You mean
how did he
Morris
actually find out?
Yeah.
Do we
Morris
know that
was
yet?
Yeah, you don't know that yet. That's true.
I don't think that I could have informed him. I say, looking uncertain.
Holly, I would imagine you don't speak to your neighbor about weird government secrets.
Not as a general rule, no. And I didn't know any of this mirror business anyway. So,
well, right now I'm assuming third party. So, do you have keys for? Actually, what am I kidding? I can't. Do you mind if I check his place?
Yeah, of course, no problem. You want to get over there?
I mean, like, we can treat this like a crime scene. We can search for prints. We can search, like, there were multiple layers of defense here. Just because the cameras didn't catch the exact moment somebody went through, then that doesn't mean they should have been easily able to get through, the lock, the alarms. They must have had some skill if they did that. Why didn't they take the book in that case?
Is there any indication of more recent intrusion, like tracks in the snow or anything?
No, definitely not.
Oh, that's good.
The only tracks are your own. No one's been here since the snow started falling, which
now
was a couple days ago. Yeah.
Have we unlocked things downstairs and confirmed the book's still here?
You have not. You have no one's.
Give us a second.
Yeah.
I walk downstairs with the keys.
Okay. Yep. You're in front of the vault. You got your keys in hand. You gonna open it up?
Yep.
All right.
I open up the vault.
You open it up. Everything is looks to be there. Crate in the corner immediately to your right. A big, like, 6 foot tall crate. A smaller crate to your left. Reading table right in the middle. Safe is on the middle left part of the wall. A little, just a standard safe. That's where the book is. The mirror is opposite the safe, or actually it's sort of in a corner. And then there's a little cage in the back. That's the gun section, and that has its own lock. But that you have the key to that as well. In fact, all of you have the key to that because that's just where the guns are.
Of course, we need those.
That's the lowest security thing. Everyone needs the guns.
Just get the guns piled up in the living room.
Yeah,
you can actually take one of those. Just bite off the.
There are a bunch of like once a year you're supposed to go to some gun shows with a big wad of cash, buy some guns, and drop them off here.
The gun shows I'm not allowed to go to.
Yeah, and occasionally you have to take some of these guns and drop them off somewhere else and not ask questions about it.
Is this what I said? Why am I doing the CIA bullshit?
Yeah, well, it's for the greater good.
Yeah, that's what it said.
It's good. It'll be good for your career once you prove yourself.
I mean, my uncle at Nintendo. I mean, the Pentagon. He approves.
Holly's certainly on a fast track. Like Holly's got a really good career going. Like,
I'm 55. I better have a good career by now.
No. Like even by the standards of a 55-year-old FBI agent, you are rising fast. There are people above you who are helping your career along. Want to make sure you're in a good position with high security clearance and a lot of discretional authority for some reason. Here's
the bigger question.
Yeah.
Here's the bigger question. I walk over to the vault. Sorry, I'm in the vault. I walk over to the safe.
Mm-hmm.
I leave chalk marks on the safe randomly to see if anyone else has opened.
Roll probably forensics to see if anyone's to do that correctly without
Well, I have no forensics.
Or criminology.
I have a lot of criminology. Thank you.
Yeah, criminology work too. Yeah, sorry, that's the other skill.
While that's happening, I'd also like to see if the book is in there, in the vault.
Well, you have to open the safe. So first off, once he does the skill test, you can open it.
All
right.
Critical fail. No, it has been opened.
Yeah, clearly.
Or could you disturbed it in some way, so now we can't.
Yeah, everyone give me. Yeah, he yells. It's been disturbed. Someone's been accessed it. Everyone give me sand check for helplessness. 0-1.
I crit that 1.
Yeah,
I don't believe him for a second.
Yeah, you don't give. Yeah, he's an idiot.
You're unskilled. You're not a professional.
Fucking MacGyver bullshit. Fuck that. He's an idiot.
Fine.
I believe him.
Yeah.
No.
So Trent, you open up the safe very quickly in a panic, or and the book and definitely, well, maybe human skin is there.
Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. Yeah. I mean, so don't we need to find the neighbor?
That does pose a problem. Neighbor disappearing.
Here's where I'm going with that. If we need to find the neighbor, then I bet there's something in this book that can help us find him.
Actually, I'm going to get some water, so I will be right back. So you can talk amongst yourselves.
I hope so.
Trent, it's okay. We can look at the book later. You can tell me all about it later. But right now, let's see about where this information's coming from.
I'm just saying, what's the point of a so to speak magic book or whatever if we're not going to use it when there's a situation?
We're not using the magic book, Trenton. We're finding out who's been using the magic book other than us.
I bet I can help with that too.
I mean, we're going to have to examine the book physically, at least. I say, sort of idly looking, like, kind of wandering over to stand in front of the covered mirror.
Oh, yeah, and then the mirror. We should check that thing out, too.
I mean, I don't want to touch that thing
figure
until
out how this actually happened in the first place, boss.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's not uncover the mirror yet. Let's keep that covered up.
But why not? So out of character, Trenton knows this stuff is kind of scary, but he hasn't been scarred nearly enough to learn his lesson yet. So he's just leaning into all this.
Sure.
Mitchell is just extremely skeptical that the magic is that magic, or is that powerful. He's suspicious of people here now because somebody broke in, somebody spread this apparent knowledge that makes people disappear.
Yeah.
If our agent friend is to be believed.
All right, I am back. Have you made any decisions about what you want to do next?
I want to look at the mirror, but I don't think they're going to let me. That's okay.
I don't think we want to look at the mirror until we've had another look at that book and feel like we've got a better sense.
So
of what
you're all talking about the mirror. So you're all in the vault. You're all talking about what to do next, and you hear coming from the mirror. Everyone, give me a sand check.
Jesus Christ!
For unnatural.
I told you we should look at the mirror.
That's another crit success.
I succeeded.
All right.
I made that one.
Mike succeeded.
I succeeded. Which one's me?
I succeed.
All right. Yeah. It sounds like someone tapping on glass.
I will draw my gun.
Mm-hmm.
We're not home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear me?
That's the listeners.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm hearing that. Hold on. I'll go open the gun locker.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of gun do you want?
Oh, whatever is the most powerful thing there, because that was creepy, but I'm not about to let it scare me.
There's a sawed-off shotgun, double barrel, breech loading, sawed off.
Oh, joy! I've tried one of these before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hear Mr. Morris's voice, Ethan's voice. Please, pull the cloth down. It's coming from the mirror.
Ethan, is that you?
Yes.
What the hell's going on?
Please pull down the mirror so we can talk.
Come on,
You
guys.
can talk. We
I
can talk.
think we
Yeah,
can
we
talk
can talk
through
right
it.
now.
Look, I know I've put you in a bad spot, Holly. I apologize. I just didn't want to die, and I don't have to. If you just bring someone here, we can trade, and I'll help you with it. Whatever you need, I'll cover it up. You won't have a neighbor who's missing, who left a lot of weird messages to people, and is going to raise a lot of unwanted questions about you. Just bring someone here, and let me trade with them, and everything can go back to normal.
I'm gonna roll human on him.
You can't. You can't see him.
Okay, I'm going to. All right, guys.
I'm gonna roll Sigint because I can hear him.
That's not how Sigint works.
Ethan, we're gonna pull the mirror. We're gonna pull the curtain back just a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
How
just your
about we not do that yet?
No, we need to do that.
I vote.
Maybe
for pulling the mirror
maybe we
back.
shouldn't make a
I'm pulling the mirror
reflection.
back.
You know, we don't know
I
how
vote for
much
looking
is
at the
needed.
mirror.
Why do I have to be of two minds on this?
I vote for looking
Look.
at the mirror.
No, you guys don't got to look. I'll take that responsibility on her.
I want to look.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll
I
stand
gotta
aside if
look.
you want.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I gotta look. God damn it.
I'm gonna stand off the side and like watch all three of them, I guess.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
I
I
take
mean,
a hard pull of coffee first.
yeah, that's fair. You pull the cloth off. Yeah, all of you, one more sand check. There's Mr. Morris, Ethan Morris, there in the reflection of the bank of the vault, and none of your reflections are there. It's like a window into a copy of the room with Mr. Morris on the other side of the glass.
I made
Not-
mine.
Not
Do I
Yeah.
need
so
to
good
roll a
this
sand
time.
since I'm
This is
looking at them?
okay.
Yeah.
this is what I
If you're not looking at the mirror, you're just watching the other PCs, then you don't have to make a check.
I say. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, oh, there he is. Yeah, but if
we
you don't
fail,
see
what do
that, yeah, if you fail, it's a little more special for you. It is 3 sanity, unnatural.
Ouch.
Yeah, you're seeing a dead man.
Did it cost one if we make it?
If you make it, there's none.
See, this is why you need to. Well, this is why you need to do a major in occult studies. This prepares you for this kind of bullshit.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I'm going to like look at him. Does he
Mhm.
look like he looked this morning? Same
Yeah.
clothes, same
Yep.
appearance.
Yep. Exact same.
Ethan, that's you, right?
Yeah. So good to see you, Holly. I'm sorry about this morning. I just knew my time was. I thought I had more time. I didn't think I was going to. I was working my courage up to ask you, in a more calm way and explain things better. But
I'm gonna need to
So
ask
you're
you a
talking
couple
about-
questions. I go into like cop mode here, actually.
yeah,
He was
I'm
talking
gonna
while
need
you're
to ask
doing
you a
that-
couple questions.
While you're doing
so
that,
can
I walk back.
confirm-
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
While you're doing that, I walk back to the safe and immediately shut it.
With the
Relock
book.
everything.
Yeah. Books.
I never said I stopped holding the book.
Okay. Well, yeah. Do you want to
Where'd
put the
you get
book
the
back?
book?
He opened it up. He opened up the safe and pulled the book out. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. He hasn't opened the
No,
book.
I'm doing this in character. When did you
Okay.
get the book?
What do you mean? It was a few minutes ago. The guy opened the vault and checked out. I picked
Okay.
up the book to check it out, make sure it's fine.
I understand. Book needs to go back in the safe now.
Are you sure? I mean, that guy picked up a gun. This is just another weapon, right?
It's a
Let's
different
put
kind
the-
of weapon. See,
Yeah,
that'll
Fine.
just screw up someone. That could screw up the
Yeah, it's a more powerful
Tri-County
weapon,
range.
exactly.
Yes,
Fine,
yeah,
whatever.
it's a bit much.
I'll put it back.
say
It's
this
the
guy's
nuke.
been talking
We're
about
not
transferring
using the nuke.
souls. Do you want it to be your soul?
It depends on where it goes. Anyway, I'll put the. I'm not going to fight them. I'll let him put the book
Okay.
back. I'm just
All right.
grumbling about it.
Yeah. The grimoire goes back into the safe, and the safe is locked. So
Cool.
Yeah.
For the record, I do want to see how deep the rabbit hole goes, but there is a procedure,
mhm.
and I don't want to go back to prison.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, Ethan is there waiting for your questions.
All right. Ethan, what was the date that you got your diagnosis on?
He gives you the date. It was 6 months ago.
It confirms.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
conforms to what I know.
Mhm.
All right, and what's your home address?
Gives you the home. 532 Evergreen Terrace. It's
All
next door
right.
to yours. Yeah.
Can you give me your social security number?
He does. You don't know it off the top of your hand. but-
No, but yeah.
Yeah. You can give me a human check at this. Everyone, give me a human check that's looking at Ethan.
Pretty good. Not today though.
I make it.
Okay.
Jury's out.
Micah fails.
Okay. If you make it, if you fail, you can't read them. You're just
Fail.
too distracted by the whole, mirror world thing to really get it. But those of you who make your human check, he is answering. There's authentic, being truthful, There's nothing weird.
Anything on a critical fail?
Critical fail. Give me another sand check. This is so you can't get over this fucking thing. This is not good. Just one if you
84.
fail, but
Okay.
yeah, it's not. Yeah. This is you can't
The
believe
weird
this is happening.
Starting to get to me. Okay.
Yeah. So all of you, yeah. So you have him ask, you ask him some of these baseline questions, and
Yeah. All right. I need you to tell me who told you about this whole mirror thing?
At this point, Ethan's like, maybe you should let sleeping dogs lie on that, and just
Ethan, if you want me to help you, I'm gonna have to understand what it is exactly I got to do, and part of that is understanding how you got this information.
You don't have to know how I found out. You just need to bring someone here.
Well, I'm not going to do that unless I understand what I'm dealing with here. So you're going to need to tell me that.
He starts looking around everyone else. Maybe I should tell you privately?
That actually might be a real good idea. You guys want to step into the next room? I give him a little wink.
Yeah, I'll just go into the basement. Just walk behind the crate.
This stuff doesn't bother me, you guys. Seriously, it'll be fine.
Well, he wants a little private conversation, so I'm happy to. Yeah, you guys just step out of the room. How about that?
All right.
Okay. So, are you going to actually all of you step out of the room and
you guys
not
can just
listen
get out of line? It's like
okay.
It's gonna be has poor perception out of the mirror.
Okay, so he beckons you to come closer so he can whisper to you.
I'm just gonna stand right here if that's okay.
You all right, make an alertness check to see if you can understand his whisper.
Okay, let's find out.
Yeah, crit success.
Okay. He says you can step through the mirror. I'll tell you. You can come in here and I can tell you it's okay. You can step back out. I'm the only one trapped in here, but you really don't want anyone else to hear this. So anyone who is eavesdropping has a -10 on their alertness check to hear that.
I still make it.
Okay.
I'll go ahead, roll.
Ethan, I feel like you're not really listening to me here.
Micah succeeds.
Give me a human check. Just Holly. Because you're the only one looking at his face.
Let me see. Human is 60, so that's a success. 57.
He is making looking. He's like, the expression on his face is, you really don't want the others to hear this.
All right. I'm going to get real close to the mirror. I'm just going to put my ear up close to it, but I'm not touching that thing.
Okay. He's let's see here.
Micah's gonna slowly draw his gun, seeing her get super close.
I'm gonna see you do that. I'm gonna give you the thumbs up.
Okay. He says it was actually he's going to let's see here. We're going to be very paranoid about this. And the others can give me an alertness check at half, because this is much quieter.
Screw it. Why not?
Oh my god.
Here's of being a criminal and having to listen for the cops while I'm breaking into a place. It's finally paid off. It might not be a good thing.
For who?
All right. So
Well, I visibly react to what I just heard.
okay. And did anybody succeed at an alertness check at half?
Try that critical success.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Which
lose
player was
Samuel.
that? Sorry.
This would be Wintermute.
Oh, Wintermute. Okay.
Yeah,
Also,
everyone
just
else
hit my
failed.
breaking point.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't actually you only do flight or freeze if it's 5 at once,
Yeah.
but like you'll get a permanent disorder, which we'll deal with later. So I'm going to message this individually to Wintermute. It was Wintermute the only one.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah. What is everyone going to? Well, yeah, you could still act, Holly. What are you gonna do?
What's going on over there?
I'm gonna step I'm gonna step back from the mirror. I'm gonna try to regain my composure,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Do
not
we
gonna
see
be
her
easy.
like?
Yeah, you
Visually-
can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Holly didn't even try to make a persuade check to keep her shit together.
Whatever he told me just really freaked me out.
Mm-hmm.
Could I roll
Uh,
human to see if it's like, just general shock or more like, oh shit, I did something bad?
You can't tell at that point. It's just shock and anxiety. That's too fine tuned.
Well,
Do
what
I know
want to
who he-
is-
Yeah.
Do I know
Because-
that name?
Give me an intelligence check. Intelligence times 5.
Now we get to find out my intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, I'm average.
Okay. Do you succeed?
I'll find out in a second.
If you do, I will message it to you.
Nope.
No.
Okay. You do not know who that is.
Could I try, just for the heck of it, could I try a natural check just to try to guess what's going on?
Yeah, sure.
Could I get any kind of a bonus from the fact that I've been
I'll give
reading
you plus 20. Yeah.
it?
You read the book. Yeah, you know. You have a much better chance of knowing what the fuck's going on.
17 under 25.
Oh, okay. This is gonna get interesting. All right. Here's what you know. The dedication to the mirror means you do know you realize what that does now that you've seen Ethan there. Ethan somehow performed this ritual by focusing thinking about the mirror. Someone told him how to do the ritual. But now whenever Ethan died, by dedicating yourself to the mirror, when you die, you disappear and you go into the mirror world. But you do know if people from the real world can go into the mirror world. And when that happens, someone can step out. And a reflection can step out. And for all intents and purposes, a reflection is indistinguishable from the real version of themselves once they step out. So, Ethan wants you to bring a victim so he can come back to life, essentially. And you, and he will, but the reflection will not have cancer. It is so.
Mirror world does not understand the concept of cancer.
Well, they will continue to age and look. Well, you don't know actually. They look like themselves, but you don't know. You haven't finished the book, so the book would tell you more about what reflections are and what they are not. But you know the mechanism of how that. You don't know how Ethan was told this information, but you know what Ethan is doing. So
Okay, so what Ethan did here, you guys, is he died of cancer, but he was dedicated to the mirror. So that way, when he died, his body would go over there. And now he's over there. But if he wants us to throw somebody in there to trade places with him, and his reflection can come out and be sort of him, except not cancer, maybe. I could probably figure out more if we just read the book. I mean, it's right there, according to the vault.
Yeah.
Holly?
Everything in due time. Holly?
My character does not realize they are a junkie.
I'm stepping
Ollie.
back. I'm just sort of looking at the guy in the mirror with like a pensive expression on my face, slightly chewing on my lip.
He's looking at you, pleading in his eyes.
Ethan, you got a time limit on this whole thing?
I mean, people probably won't miss me for at least a day, but within I have a therapist appointment in a couple days. I have a life. I have family. I have people like. So probably 2 days.
You're not gonna like disappear if it takes a couple hours for us.
Oh no, I'm here.
You're just here, okay?
Yeah, there's a whole world back here. It's a whole separate world.
Is it nice?
It's not the real world. It's
Are there
better
other folks?
Yeah, there's a reflection of everyone.
Huh.
That does sound neat. At the same time, though, I mean, another thing to look at here is like ethics.
You can get a bad person. Get somebody who's better if the world doesn't have them. It doesn't have to be anyone. It could be anybody. So you could just get somebody. It could be a bad, like you probably want some people to disappear. This would be a great way of doing it.
Got to be a person, though?
Does it need to be?
It has to be a person. It has to be a living person.
We are not going to throw a fucking dog through there.
You can't. Well, a dog won't work.
Well, that's what I was asking about.
Yeah, it has to be a person.
Okay. Well, Todd, we got a powwow about this. Sorry, sure you understand the need for operational.
I know it. Sure, it's a big ask, but I'll pay you back like however I can once I get back out. I'll help however I can. You can trust me.
We're gonna have to put the blanket back over you.
Okay.
I mean, he could just come in another mirror, right?
No, it has to be. I can only use this mirror for the transfer.
Huh.
Okay. Does the mirror have a name?
You don't know it.
So I'm asking Ethan. Does that mirror have a name?
No, it's I don't know the history of this mirror. I don't know how I don't know. I just don't.
How did you find out about it anyway?
Well, that's between me and Holly.
That's yeah, why don't we cover this mirror back up? We gotta work this through. We'll get back to you, Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
One
you
way
said
or
that
the other.
This mirror is the only way out, right? Like if we were to go back to your place and look at the other mirror, you're not gonna come steal us.
Oh yeah, that was just me. I was just dreaming about the mirror so much. And I was kind of in a loopy state. The meds, the cancer meds didn't really help with that either. So that was
you're feeling better now, huh?
Yeah, no more cancer. I feel great.
Right.
I would feel great.
You said everybody has their own reflection in the mirror?
Uh-huh.
So if you're there, where's your reflection?
Well, now it's gone. Like, because I'm not in the real world anymore. Like.
Okay. And then, so if we say through a drug dealer, their reflection would be gone, the drug dealer would be.
Yeah. They would disappear. And I would be able to step back through.
And then what was up with the blood? Why was there blood at your place?
I had terminal cancer. I was coughing up blood. That's how I knew I was going soon. I didn't realize it was minutes. I thought.
So we don't need to like slit a throat or.
No, just anyone on your side touches his mirror. It's like touching water. You can just go right through.
Mm-hmm.
And you can come back too. It's not. Yeah. It's yeah. I'll step away so I won't be close to you. So I can't. I won't try any funny business. You can step in just to see see that it works.
No takers on that. Hard pass so far. We're gonna cover this up, Todd. We got it. Sorry, not Todd. Ethan.
Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan.
I'm gonna say in character. I made that slip.
Yep. All right.
We're gonna cover this up. We're gonna think this through. We'll get back to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, campers, everyone upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'd like to take a handgun with me. I'm gonna take
Sure.
a pile of guns. Now, mind you, I'm only 20% in it, but hey, that doesn't stop any
Hey.
other Americans.
Hey, you get a +20 at point blank range.
Good point.
Yeah, like somebody in the same car or in the same room. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I have my brass.
I have
knuckles.
not let go of that shotgun.
Yeah, no, it's it was a normal breech loading shotgun until somebody sawed off the barrels in that room. So yeah.
I'm gonna look at how.
Yes.
I'm gonna say how. After we cover the mirror, I'm just gonna say in real voice. How we're gonna have to. We should bring the book out.
Yeah, we should bring the book out.
Okay.
I
I'll
recognize
go back
this
and
is
get the book out.
Well, Hal and Trenton have to do that. It's a team effort. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. You get the book out.
Oh, before we leave downstairs, I want to ask one more question to Morris. If he's
he's there. You can pull up the cover and ask him.
Or I don't want to pull off the cover. I want to keep it covered. You said you sent messages to people that would make things real awkward for Holly here. What messages did you send, and to who?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you.
If we were to help you out, would you be able to take those messages back? Like,
oh, sure, I'll be there. I'll be there. No one will. No. It'll only be awkward if I go missing. If there's no body.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. If I'm there, I'm gonna help you. There won't be a crime. There's no crime if there's no missing person.
And exactly, just to kind of get an idea of the stakes here, how bad would it be if people, got those messages? Would it be like Holly getting arrested and that's it? Or would it be like a shitstorm for a lot of people?
It's going to be pretty bad for all of you. You're all connected to Holly more than you think.
Okay. And that's all. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've made it very clear I don't want to go back to prison. So hi ho, it's off to sacrifice we go.
Wait, I thought we were checking out the book.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're definitely bringing the book with us.
Yeah,
we're out of the room.
Okay. All right, you take the book out of the vault, I assume. Yep. And,
to the kitchen.
All right, yeah, bring it in the kitchen table. Why not?
That is a little bit of a breach of protocol, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be doing stuff down there and talking things over.
Listen, protocol's already breached. There's someone not cleared down there already. We removed him.
You're damn right.
Yeah, I'm just figuring what kind of form do we use to report this?
We don't.
We don't. I know. But okay, this is obviously magically fucked up.
Yeah, but it's fascinating.
Yes, it's also extremely worrying because do you know what kind of thing this sort of knowledge would do? What people would do for this sort of yes, let's just throw in some dude who deserves it. If this gets out there as a ritual or whatever, I can understand why this is like forbidden knowledge because everybody would be using it.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying that I think we should do this. I don't think we should do what this guy wants us to do. I don't think we should throw somebody in there. I think like the magic is fun and fascinating, but I don't see how that just says you should just get to play judge and jury executioner or something. I mean, then again, if I thought hard enough, I could probably think of someone I disliked enough to do that to them, but I don't know that I really want to do it.
Stop thinking about this until we know more about how it all works. I need you to finish reading that book.
Yeah.
Anyway, Holly, do you have something to tell us?
Yeah, she definitely does.
I sigh deeply.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I asked him how he got the information, he said my husband Todd told him. Or no, Todd's my son.
Mm-hmm.
My son Todd told him.
And how would
I don't know
Todd
what
have
to make of
found
that.
out?
Yeah, that's that doesn't really answer any of the logistical questions now, does it?
I could
Now
look
he
into
knows
it.
Todd's name.
Because he's also your neighbor.
Yeah. But I don't know why he'd say that to me.
Earlier you said that you weren't certain about how we would find out, and you looked a little concerned. This might be, I don't know if we picked up on it, but I remember you said like you're visibly concerned. What do you mean, like you weren't certain? Like,
well, I was trying to remember back to that time and figure out where I was, because I mean, he's my neighbor, right? So the connection is primarily through me. And I was thinking, what was I doing around that time? And I realized I wasn't exactly sure.
Like you weren't sure, like there's a gap, or like you weren't sure, like you remember talking to Todd about something important, maybe.
Well,
and you don't remember what it was.
I don't have a good memory. I'm not really thinking too clearly about that. That's the trouble here. Now we can go back and go to my house maybe and review, see if you can reconstruct that. But yeah, it's real troubling.
You know,
do you keep a journal we'd be able to see?
No, I don't.
There might be a spell to bring back memories, or I mean, maybe it's psychotherapy.
I'm gonna like raise my hand.
Just read the damn book.
I mean, it's you have like the density of the text and the time it takes to just think about it and understand it. It's like dense philosophical. It's like reading Heidegger or something like that. Like it takes like reading a page takes an hour. Like you can skim it to like answer a question, but you're not going to be able to finish the book today. Like that's you still have months of work ahead of you to finish the book. So
the question is
to
what
really
sort of
understand
question?
it. Yeah. So yeah, what question do you want answered? And then you could spend a few hours to skim it and see if you can find an answer.
Okay. Does your son have access to your computer?
He's not supposed to.
That's not an answer.
Yeah, even if so, Holly doesn't receive the actual notes, right?
I don't think so. No.
There's still something weird going on here because Holly shouldn't have had access to this information in the first place, but apparently her son does. I'm going to look into the breach and see if there's anything else I can detect. Well, follow up on the criminology.
Make a criminology check, -20, because it's been months ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no hope.
Okay. It was months ago, and obviously somebody skilled. You're not able to find an easy answer.
Yeah, and that's what I spent time on. But
okay. Meanwhile, Trenton, what is a question you want answered?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so many. There's so many.
There are so many. Yeah, it's a very big book. There's a lot of answers in it.
I guess the simplest is I would want to look up, instead of trying to really answer a question, I would want to try to, I guess the question would be, how does the mirror work?
Oh, okay. How does the mirror work? Yeah. Give
everything
me
about it.
An occult check.
Okay. 57 under 60. Woohoo.
There is a mirror. You find reference to a specific mirror that there is a mirror that has access to the mirrored world. I think he of the Black Wind forged it as a jest upon humanity. It is his claw punched a hole from our world to a reflection of our world and gave it form. Perhaps he wanted to see what we would do with it.
Okay. That's like its origin story, but it doesn't exactly tell me what it does.
That's what you find.
Okay. I say all that reverently to everybody, like it's all really cool and important.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound good.
I agree. It doesn't sound good.
You do find a reference also to like alchemy, that you have to pay a price, equivalent transfer and all that. So,
Yay.
I mean, it's not information that Ethan told you. Like that's the only reference you find. Like you can dedicate yourself to the mirror, and you can transfer. The dedication actually you find out you can do. Other people can do on other people, even dead people. So you can apparently bring people back with this.
So it confirms that Ethan's account of things matches the book's account of things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it does do that. Yeah.
The philosophical question at the heart of all this is someone's reflection the same as themselves, or how is their reflection different from themselves?
I don't give a shit about that. The only thing I care about is the way he got this information and how. Because look where we are. We're in this house in the middle of nowhere. There's a vault in the basement with locks and keys. There's a safe in the hole. The whole goddamn thing is set up to keep this information from getting out, and that all failed. And we need to find out how.
Well, I mean, maybe
I don't care what happens to my neighbor. Look, he got cancer.
Okay,
that's awful bad.
Apparently,
but that happens to everybody.
Right.
There's no get out of jail free card that he gets, nobody else gets.
Right. Yeah. I'm not saying we should throw somebody in there. You were asking how he got, and there's a lot we don't know. But if there's a whole other world over there that's a reflection of ours, then there's a lot of alternate universe chicanery that could go on with that. Where you in the other universe, how might things be different? So over there maybe there's also the mirror, but that mirror is somewhere else, somewhere easier to get to.
I think the bigger problem is we have a leak. And I'm not part of your organization. What do they do for leaks?
Team here.
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, I appreciate you asking for your friend. That's a good question.
Well, first we need to prove the leak was accurate. So my suggestion would be, Holly, maybe pull your kid out of school, see what he knows about what you told him. Maybe.
I don't think I told him anything because I didn't know any of this stuff until today.
Well, but you also think your memory's uncertain, though. So, what if you did?
Sure, but none of this stuff's ringing any bells. Like none of this mirror nonsense or book stuff. I've never read any of that book. I haven't seen any of the reports.
Trenton.
Well, Holly, how can you be sure of anything if you're not sure of your memory?
That's a good point.
Also, have we go back to his place and see if he has other information?
Yeah,
he has a diary.
He might have more.
That's another option I was thinking. We could go back, clear the place, like we left bloodstains there.
Okay.
Go clean up, and then also check, for more information, or maybe we can check your house too, Holly. Like maybe there's weird symbols there that might explain some of it.
I think we'd better.
A couple of things. Trenton, I want to chat with you. And Holly, we do have maybe the ability to do a cover up here because we have a paramedic, we have a police officer, we have you as
two FBI agents. Yeah.
No, I'm not sure I should be involved at all. But
you're already involved.
I should not be involved
officially.
Yeah.
Officially.
Okay.
But like there's enough here that we can say you found his body, and then we can start trying to fake it in the paperwork that, oh no, his body's here. Oh no, it got moved to the wrong ward. Oh no, it got burned by mistake. Like there's a number of ways we can fake how his body disappeared on to his family, right?
Yeah, for sure. Here's the thing. I'm not actually super worried about that element of things. I'm pretty confident that the organization can handle that. My concern is what the organization is going to do with us in relation to that whole thing.
Well, we'd better figure out the leak then.
Yeah, we better. The more information we can put together, the more likely it is that we can get out of this without having to be treated like part of the problem, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's go back to his house.
All right, so all of you are heading back to Mr. Ethan Morris's house?
Well, I pull Trenton aside as we're heading off. You said others could do it in dead people?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. And there was a cost?
Yeah, you have to throw someone through, apparently. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, is that the only cost?
You have to, so Trenton, the process is you say there's a dead person. You perform the dedication ritual on the dead person. Their body disappears and it goes into the mirror world. Then you take a living person, throw them through the mirror, and the dedicated person corpse will step through alive.
Okay, so the dedication process kind of like locks the power onto one the effect that's going to happen onto one person.
Well, if there's more than one dedicated person, you don't know what happens, but
exciting.
Yeah.
So I explained that.
Well,
shock off.
The price, though. The price is a person, but is there an other price?
I mean,
like,
it doesn't mention anything.
Not explicitly.
Memories.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, who can say even if Holly is Holly or reflects at this point? It's just,
no, I'm not sure Holly. I'm worried Holly is Holly, but she doesn't remember that Todd is Todd.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you do if your son died, or your sister, or your father, if you knew this?
Are you saying Todd's supposed to be dead or something?
I don't know, but I hope that isn't the case, because if so, we have a big problem.
I guess we could do a lot of bureaucracy and you try and find the records and figure out who's who. But then again, I don't know if that works either. What if it changes?
I could look into it on the side, but it's just something is off here, and I have a sneaking suspicion it might be Holly.
Certainly something with Holly, yeah.
And Todd.
Okay.
Right. Okay. I'll look up if there's been any bodies disappearing from morgues or hiding that somebody died.
Okay. Bureaucracy to do that. Since you're an FBI agent.
I could get a
body. And that's a success.
Okay. Well, that'll take you some time to do that, but so if somebody else drives, you can be doing that on your laptop.
I'm not writing.
I got a good drive.
Currently.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to make a drive check. You're not being chased or chasing anybody. You're just driving. Are you taking the grimoire with you all as you go back? Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right. Breaking protocol for sure.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Yeah.
No. We're still following protocol. I'm keeping an eye on Trenton as he reads the book. We're just
we're
being a bit lax about where the book is.
Oh, that's okay. So yeah, all right, sure. That's definitely the protocol. They Delta Green, they love ambiguity in their instructions. They love it. So they're totally fine with it too. Yeah.
Is
so
anybody staying back at the place, or
I assume not, like because
we're locking it up again.
Yeah.
Not understanding how it was breached in the first place.
Yeah.
When you did the perimeter check, did you check like the locks of the house to make sure that they're still working properly? Like
I did a criminology, but it failed. So
yeah.
Do you want me to check?
No, it's one and done. Like there's no easily accessible information. Like you could make a skill check, but you would have to spend the rest of the day there. Like that is doing a full crime scene breakdown of it.
Yeah, I gotta stay.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah. So all of you head back. I say this is probably around noon by the time you get back to Mr. Morris's house. And you space out your car so there's not like two cars. I mean, Holly, you can just park at your place and walk over, obviously. but you all took separate vehicles there, so you have 5 cars. But you scatter them around the neighborhood and you walk in there. So all of you see the blood. You can clean that up easily. You can clean up the mirror easily, and all of you can give me search checks.
Right. Make.
I don't make it.
Okay.
I make
Don't
mine
make it.
barely. 1920.
Holly, do you make yours?
No, I do not.
Okay, so only Trenton and Billip made it. It sounds like.
I made it.
Who's that?
Mitchell.
Mitchell. So Mitchell and Trenton made it. Mitchell, what'd you roll? What was the number you rolled? What number did you roll?
Sorry, 20 under 60.
And what did you roll, Trenton?
Oh, sorry, 37 under 60.
Okay. Trenton, what did you roll?
19 under 20.
All right, so you find it first. You find Ethan's cell phone, which was knocked under his night dresser. And so you find it, and it is unlocked.
Cool.
And so you find the Mitchell. You sweep the rest of the house, and so are you pocketing, or are you just going to be looking and telling the others?
I'm not keeping it secret, but the first thing I do is just look through it before I'm communicating it to everybody else.
Okay, there's text messages. There's a lot of text messages between him and Todd. That's what the contact is named on there.
Okay. Well,
Starting about 3 months ago.
Is that
Yeah.
my? Are you going to show it to me?
well, who was it who took me aside that had concerns about Holly?
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Yeah, then I'll be showing it to Mitchell.
Okay. So the two of you show that, keeping Holly out of this for now.
I'll double check the phone number.
Do you don't have Todd's phone number off the top of your head? That's one of her bonds. I don't know why you would have that.
I could look it up because I'm an FBI agent.
Yeah, you can look it up. Give me a bureaucracy check to pull that number quickly and discreetly.
57 under 60.
Oh yeah, it is Todd's number.
I'll look.
Give me a sand check for helplessness. Yeah.
It's our boss's kid who's been definitely been the leak, and I suspected this. Critical success.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
It confirms your theories,
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have time to read all of them before, without distracting Holly. Holly's looking through the house, looking in different rooms as you're doing this, but you confirm the number, and there's a bunch of text messages. They date back to 3 months, confirming the timeline.
I mentioned this to Trenton that this is a kid's number.
All right. So you have to do something in the immediate, right now. If you want, are you going to pocket this and hide this and regroup later? Talk? Or are you going to confront Holly, or what? Because Holly's in the house. You can't just leisurely read this without.
I'm just
Holly
going
seeing
through the fridge right now.
Yeah. Maybe in the freezer. That's a good place to hide things.
It's up to Mitchell. I'll go with whatever play Mitchell goes with.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it's healthy for us to confront her just yet. We need to get the kid. So let's hide this.
Okay.
All right.
Pocket the phone without reading it. So the rest of you regroup, and the house is clean. Other than that,
I respectfully suggest we also search your house, Holly. Though of course you can take the lead there.
Yeah, we better. Hopefully Brad's not home yet.
Oh, he's home. Yeah, it's
home.
noon. It's been 5 hours. You've been out. So, he would have heard you come in unless you parked. You could have parked away.
I definitely did not.
Yeah.
That way, yeah.
Oh, so Brad knows you're home?
No, he's not.
Okay,
He doesn't know.
yeah. So Brad doesn't know. Brad's at home.
Brad's over there.
All right.
So it's not going to be easy to search my home.
People?
What?
You and me go in, and you can say that you need to discuss some things, some work stuff with me, and we can just wander around the house, and you can show me around and be like a friendly boss, and we can do a bit of searching while your husband's there, or if we can distract him somehow.
Good. What is the lie skill?
Persuasion.
Persuade. Okay, I'm good at this. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're telling the truth or lying. It's all the same skill. Rhetoric and all that.
Yeah. No, I think this is a tale that'll work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it's a pretty simple tale. Yeah, just persuaded. I'll give you +20. Brad trusts you.
Yeah, I'm a very trustworthy person.
Right. So meanwhile, I'll wink to Trenton and like,
yes.
All right, so Trenton has the phone. Is he going to be reading it?
Yes, I mean, as soon as not the second, but as soon as they
Yeah.
Holly's, yes.
Trenton gets to read all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun.
He's a lucky guy.
All right, yeah. So yeah, let's go over there.
Did you make your persuade check?
I am making it. I'm rolling it right now. Thanks for the +20. I actually needed that.
Yeah.
7,290.
Yeah, no, you're just really like, oh god, you could just see the love in his eyes. And,
hey,
yeah.
Todd. We got a bit of a work situation that's happened this morning, and we need to take a look through some of my stuff here at home.
Oh, geez, I thought you didn't bring stuff your work home. I thought that.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to work through here.
Okay.
We're hoping,
yeah.
I
okay.
can
Yeah. No,
demonstrate
I'll just be in the office.
No, actually, I'm going to need you. It's for security. It's a clearance thing, so that means you have to be. You gotta be.
I can give me a minute. Let me move the old laptop. I can move to is the kitchen okay? Can I do you
no,
you're
gonna you're gonna have to get down to the coffee shop or someplace. I'm sorry, honey.
Oh, well, he loves you, and so yeah, he will.
Hey, was Todd doing okay this morning when you dropped him off?
Yeah, sure, he was fine.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No. What's Todd like as a kid?
Todd is an upstanding young man.
Okay, he's like
bullshit.
No, he could be like a preppy. He could be like doing all the extracurriculars and
I was gonna say his mom is an FBI agent. His dad is a CPA. He's like he's
super normcore. He's super norm. Yeah, he's pretty popular, and he does well in classes. He does well in sports. Does he, or he does some kind of extracurricular? Is he in band or is any of those?
No, he's not a band weirdo.
All right,
he does speech and debate.
Okay, he does speech and debate, but he also does track and field.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's well-rounded young man.
Yeah, he's well-rounded. Yeah. So he does track and field. Yeah,
you're probably gonna send him to GW or
one day he'll be
definitely. He's gunning for GW. He is. His biggest thing is he's really into classic rock, which is like stuff from the 90s and like
that's right.
He's very normie. He is the most sweater vest of a person a teenager can be. So yeah, he's doing fine. Yeah, not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So
he
gets up and goes to the coffee shop. Yeah. No, I can stretch my legs a bit and get a croissant.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, honey. I really appreciate it.
So you spend 10 minutes decamping. He spends 10 minutes decamping and drives out. And meanwhile, so you two can give me search checks. And but meanwhile, Trenton, you read the cell phone. Are you hiding it from the other twos? Or are you going to show them?
Probably hide it for now.
All right, so you have to go off by yourself. If you're reading okay.
Go to the bathroom for a while.
Okay.
We don't. The thing is, we don't suck at searching. We're pretty good at searching. We just don't.
You're having an off day when it comes to searching.
Backup?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you trying to take the grimoire with you to the bathroom?
No, because that's too complicated. So I'll point out. Yeah, you Grimoire's there at table. Keep an eye on Grimoire.
All right. So you're going to the bathroom. Give me intelligence. Give me.
We are stretching protocol so hard.
Yeah. What do you try? Yeah. What do you, intelligence?
Not that bad. 65.
Intelligence times 2. to
Oh, that's
speed
what's up.
read it, like
26. All right, let's see if I can make it.
to like in a reasonable amount of time, so your
Well,
stats
I
won't
made
break.
that 4 under 26.
Okay, yeah. You're very fast at reading these texts. And
I'm
with
good.
the
I guess I'm
information
good at
you
this.
know, somehow Todd is yeah, give me sand check for a natural. Todd is teaching Ethan how to perform the dedication to the mirror through texts.
I made that. I sort of expected this.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to figure out is like anything that would indicate everything other than that, right?
Oh,
How did this
so
conversation start? Anything indicating anything about Todd's person, this quote unquote
oh
Todd
yeah, so yeah,
personality?
here's the really disturbing part. Not even the dedication. Todd starts the text by like, "I know you're dying, and I can help you."
Okay.
And Ethan is very confused, and Todd very clearly explains that there's a magic mirror, that it works, and that it will save his life, but you first have to dedicate your soul to it. And Ethan is very incredulous. It's like, stop yanking my chain, kid, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'll see you, you'll be. And then the next morning, he's like, you dreamed of the blue, you saw a blue vase in your dream last night, right? It's like, how did you know? It's like, it doesn't matter how I know, it's what I can do to help you. I want to help you. You're my neighbor, and I don't want to see you don't deserve to die. And that's it. So somehow Todd not only knows the ritual, also knew what was he dreaming about one night, and that's what convinced Ethan that he was telling the truth. So
I'm very worried about who or what is Todd, or who or what is going on.
I mean, at this point, Todd is Holly's kid, so yeah, that has been made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I know that on the one hand we have.
Yeah, but what is he really? Yeah.
Right. Todd the kid, and then there's Todd the texter, and I'm
Yeah.
very worried about what in the heck Todd the texter is.
So you get that relevant information, and then you the rest of it is like a lot of like just practical how to teach someone an actual hypergeometric ritual through texting.
Right.
It takes a while. It turns out.
I will make a mental note of all that.
Yeah. But you skim that. You don't get the whole thing because again, there's 3 months of text.
All right.
But, yeah.
but the nature.
But
of
you
that
do so in a way in the bathroom that is like, oh, he had to go number 2. It was a while, but not like unconvincing. Yeah. So meanwhile, James and Micah, you're in Mr. Morris's house while the others are off doing other things. Is there anything you two want to be doing before you get back to the search at Holly's house?
Well, old habits die hard.
Mm-hmm.
We might need to make sure this guy looks like he left in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
So I toss the place a bit, maybe lose a bit of money.
Okay. Yeah. You can make it look well. You could pack some you could pack some clothes into a suitcase and take the suitcase with you.
Yep.
And like his toothbrush and stuff like that.
Yeah, can't forget the toothbrush.
Yeah. So yeah, you can make it look like he left for a trip. You'll have to take the suitcase with you, but that's easy to do.
Yep.
So meanwhile, Holly and Mitchell, if you're just searching the house, you can.
While he's doing that,
yeah,
can I clean up the
blood
and stuff, and then
Mm-hmm.
Also I want to knock on the mirror that's covered.
Okay, just knocks. There's no reply or anything.
Okay.
No, we find out he has mirror waiting.
Yeah. So Holly and Mitchell, were you just wanting to search the house for anything, or were you more directed in your search?
Well, I'm going to search Todd. I'm going to start with Todd's room.
Okay. Yeah. And Mitchell, are you also searching Todd's room?
I'll search the rest of the house, like just in case there's something
Okay.
else. But we both fail.
Oh, you both fail. Okay. Well, you don't. Neither. Yeah. Neither of you find anything incriminating or unusual. Yeah.
He's just.
I assume Todd's.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go to my. I'm gonna go to my computer.
Yeah. Okay.
Or anything, any device I would have like DG stuff on, which. You know
what?
Stuff
Give
like
me a sand check, Holly.
Yeah. Oops. Dang it. /roll. Why is it image? I'm not trying to do. Oh, /R, not /roll.
Yep.
Yeah,
Different dice spot.
So many dice spots.
But they're good.
Damn it.
We need them.
1D100. Sorry about that. All right.
Yeah, no worries.
Something 100.
All that build up for 70. That's a failed sand check.
Well, Holly, this is not going to be great for you. Well, you rolled well. Only a 2. You lose 2 sanity. And you remember.
Oh no.
Yeah. You don't remember everything, but you do remember the back door opening while you were at home late at night 3 months ago. And Todd, you were in the living room watching TV, and Todd was in the kitchen and said, well, who are you? And then you hear a thud, and you had your gun in hand, and but you also had a knife with you, a knife for cutting some charcuterie meat, and you run into the kitchen, and there is a strange man there, and you stab him in the shoulder, and he goes down, and Todd is dead, and then he starts talking and explaining things to you. He's asking where the key to the vault is, and he is he's explaining he knows how to get in, but he thought that you were the one that could open up the book, the safe, and this man wanted the book, but he thought the wrong person had access to the safe inside the vault, but he's still alive, and your mind gets kind of blurry after that, but you have this flashback. Suddenly you remember some things,
and this guy, do I know who he is?
No, you never saw him before, but he knew about you, and he knew about the mirror.
And he killed Todd?
He killed Todd, but he, but you think you could remember more if you went back to the vault and looked at the mirror. That seems to trigger your memory.
Ugh. And Agent Phillips is with me in the house, right?
Yeah, but you're searching different areas. He doesn't necessarily see you freak out or like stare in the middle distance for a bit.
I'm going to attempt to gather myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna ask Phillips.
Oh yeah, also because you had that flashback, you suddenly realize some of Todd's favorite clothing is gone. And that was the clothing he was wearing that night. And it's like you threw it away or burned it.
Right, because of the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Phillips.
Who? Mitchell?
Mitchell?
Yeah, name's Mitchell. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'll do humans.
Yeah, you can do an opposed human versus persuasion.
No worries.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. I make it. Yeah, I think we need to. Did you find anything?
No, it doesn't look like whatever's would be here is here. Or at least we're not finding
same.
it.
So I think we need to. I think we need to head back to the vault now. We need to get the book back there. We need to.
We shouldn't be talking to your kid first.
I don't think we can do that while maintaining operational security. Not at this point. Not today, anyway. What I probably need to do is contact my superiors at this point and start getting the organization looped in.
I don't disagree with that.
I can't do that until I have a fuller picture of the situation. So, and what it looks like we've played out all our leads here. So,
well,
we need to get back.
Kid, who you said the other guy, Ethan, told him, right?
Right. Yeah, but I don't have any evidence.
What would you do? Like, we didn't find it here, but if we had evidence of that, what would you do?
if it turned out that there was evidence confirming the whole Todd situation,
Yeah.
I guess I would. I'd have to report it.
Okay. How do you report it?
Well, I call somebody on the phone I call you with, but it's not you.
Okay. Well then,
There's a hierarchy.
we should get going then, I say.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know.
All right. So is everybody going back to the farmhouse then?
Yeah, I'll ride with Trenton on the way back because I rode with him here because I was doing the bureaucracy check to see if I could find out information about, somebody, a death being covered up.
Yeah, you didn't find anything, by the way. Yeah.
So I'll say to Trenton that we didn't find anything in the house, and my bureaucracy isn't showing that a death was discovered and covered up. So I'm not sure now. But what did you find on the phone?
I tell him what I found on the phone, and it's really disturbing that the Todd of the phone conversation, it's really fucked up. How does Todd know in detail how to perform this ritual? And by the way, I'm also going to. I'm not going to tell him. I'm also going to take use my regular phone to take a few pictures. I can't capture the whole conversation, but I'm anticipating I'm going to have to hand over this phone to Mitchell or somebody else, and I want a copy for now. My character doesn't understand about operational security.
Yeah. You're a paramedic, man. You're not a spy. You're not rated for this shit. Yeah.
You do that in front of me?
Yeah.
No, that's in the bathroom.
That was in the bathroom.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. I don't know about that.
Heck of a bathroom break.
So you're all back at the farm.
I will ask Trenton one thing before we leave the car.
Sure.
Do we tell her now? That it's
probably true. I mean, or something like.
Okay, I'm not sure how she's going to react. I haven't got a good read on her.
I still don't know that they found the cell phone at all, right?
You do not.
Yeah.
They have withheld that from you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All of you are back at the farmhouse. Micah and James, you can both give me human checks to actually, and Holly.
Holly too.
Yeah. And Trenton and Mitchell can make persuasion checks to keep poker faces.
Nope.
While we're doing that, there's 3 things I would like to do or mention.
Okay. Sure.
When we leave, I want to take the mirror with me from
Morris's house?
Yes.
Okay.
And is it big enough? Is it small enough to fit into the back of a car?
Yeah, okay. It's like a half length thing. It's like one again, like you hang it on the wall, a hallway mirror kind of thing. It goes. If you're standing in front of it, it would show you from your head to part of your chest. It's 3 feet tall or something like that. So yeah, you can throw it in the trunk of a car or something like that.
Yeah, I'll do that and have it face down, the glass is facing down.
Sure.
Second thing, does Morris have a mailbox? And if he does, is it flipped up for mail to go out or down?
Good catch. No, it is. He does have a mailbox. But you look at the street, all the flags are down. So the mailman's probably already been here.
Okay. And then third thing
he has some mail, in fact. He has a bill, a medical bill. Yeah.
I'll leave that. I don't think that's super important. And then third thing is while we're driving, assuming I'm alone, I want to make a call to Mother.
To who?
To Mother.
Oh, okay. So this is Micah, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. What do you want to say? Do you want to text or have a call?
I'll do a text. And say, sorry, I haven't reached out for a while. Something last minute has come up involving Ivy. Things are being taken care of, but Ivy's son, Ham, is not doing too hot. But may call when available.
Okay. All right. Very good. So you do that, and Yeah, we'll see what that does. All of you get back in the farmhouse. Yeah, if you make a human check that beats Trenton or Mitchell persuasion checks, you can tell that they know something.
I succeeded with a 51.
Okay.
I failed my persuasion check.
Okay.
Say
I made one but low, so most people who succeed will see through me.
Okay. Yeah, Holly, you can tell that they're both shifty and they're looking at you weird.
Who?
Trenton and Mitchell.
Trenton and Mitchell.
Yeah. All of you at this point are pretty suspicious of each other, or like everyone's a little keyed up for some reason.
I don't know. I'm carrying the dead man's clothes and a book possibly bound in human flesh. You know what? I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
This is exactly how I want to spend my day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I suggest we have a powwow in the kitchen and discuss the findings so far.
Sure. I'm going to turn to Trenton as soon as we get in there, and I'd be like, "What do you know, buddy?"
Sorry, who's
Not what?
Yeah, he's asking you. Holly's. Sorry, she's asking you, Trenton.
Okay,
Yep.
Is Mitchell in the room yet?
Yeah. You're all sort of going into the farm
In the kitchen.
Yeah,
So
you're all in the kitchen. Yeah.
Okay, so I start to speak and I start to look at Mitchell for confirmation. If I don't see him shake his head, I'll just explain everything.
I'll nod.
Okay, yeah. So this phone that we found, it's got Todd on it, talking to Ethan for a long time, going into great detail about how to perform this ritual.
When does it start?
About 3 months ago.
Has he texted anybody or contacted anybody recently of note? Outgoing calls, outgoing texts.
Oh, when you look at his other messages, yeah, he has a ton of messages. He's been contacting a lot of people.
Like who?
They're just names. You don't recognize any of them. But it's like, as per our last conversation, I think things are moving. You see your name mentioned several times, Holly. You see the phrase Holly and her associates, who she doesn't want you to know about.
That's even more disturbing.
Yeah,
Are
Ethan.
These contacts
Ethan.
like full names or
No, they're just first names. I mean, they have phone numbers, and they're like, you could look them all up and figure out who these people are, but there would be there's enough numbers and phone numbers that would take a couple hours of work to figure out who these people are. But you can tell that Ethan knew this was coming and took steps to make sure if he disappeared, it would be, I'm
going to go ahead and make a sand check and fail again.
All right, yeah, one for helplessness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we all do that? Or
if you're all sharing this phone and looking through it and talking about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting disturbing.
I'm telling
anything?
Holly,
Yeah.
I'm telling Holly right now, you should be calling your bosses, right? This is what you should be doing.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I should be doing. Is there anything to drink in this kitchen?
There's water. They did, the pipes still work. The water bill still paid. And yeah, there's a lot of liquor. No beer, but there's a big liquor. You open up one thing and there's just like old bottles of bourbon and cheap whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, one of those is coming out.
Yeah. And some kind of clean glasses, tumblers you can use. Yeah.
Yeah, I
give Mitchell a look like, seriously? Not even creamer?
There's also a coffee maker and some fucking Folgers there. So you get coffee, hard liquor, or water. Those are your choices. Like that's the Delta Greens beverages of choice.
I don't know how any of this weird shit actually works, this organization or whatever, but if there's higher ups to be called that could be tapped for aid or something, that should probably happen now.
To explain the breach, we need to explain that breach is Todd. We need to somehow take care of Todd, restrain him, stop him from doing these things because he's sharing knowledge that he shouldn't have. He's not Todd.
Everyone else
Well,
was just saying how
He's the
we have to be
reflection.
really careful
Okay.
with the book. We don't want any breach or whatever.
Okay, Holly, make another sand check.
Yeah.
This is also for helplessness.
Yeah.
I'm just shoving a knife in her back right now.
All right, that's 8. They're talking about your son
Yeah.
as a monster. So fight, flight, or freeze. Or do you
I'm
want to
going
project? Yeah.
I'm gonna freeze.
Okay. Yeah, Holly's not there anymore. She's
Holly?
yeah, she drinks and looks into the middle distance, as you say. As Mitchell casually talks about Todd as an it rather than a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So
quite casually, but you know.
well, yeah.
Look.
Oh no, you're
there's-
not talking anymore, Holly.
I'm thinking to myself. But
Okay, yeah. If you're not really even thinking. You're just there's just static going on in your brain. You chose freeze, like but yeah.
So
yeah. You could if you chose fight or flight, you could have be thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
All right, that's fair.
I'll wave my hand in front of her face and go, shit. Okay.
So Holly's apparently frozen up, which is weird and something. Actually, I guess I've probably seen that before. But anyway, while she's like frozen up, does anyone else know of anyone else making contact? Because it's starting to seem like maybe this is all.
Yeah,
big.
Micah, you get a text back. Urgent?
Like-
Question mark.
We might all be compromised.
Yeah. Is her phone out, by the way?
You get a
like-
buzz. Yeah, it's up to you. You feel your cell phone vibrate. You gotta check. Are you gonna look at it?
Yeah, I'll glance at it and then say, Mitchell, if you want to keep an eye on things in here, I can step out and make a call real quick. And
Okay.
I'll human him
Okay, yeah.
because I don't know who to trust right now.
Mhm.
I succeed. He can try to lie if he lies, but you know.
Okay. Yeah. No, he is definitely making a significant call. This is not like a casual thing. This is
Yeah, but this is not like a call that is detrimental. That he's trying.
It
to
might
hide
be.
from
He has a
I mean-
he's contacting somebody. He's contacting somebody he's not wanting to tell you about. So
Okay, I'll ask: are the people you're contacting part of the problem or part of the solution?
hopefully the solution. They're the people who employ us and are
Okay, so you have a
responsible.
secondary contact to our bosses.
Yes. And I'll be honest, I don't know these guys. I don't like Holly has been point on a lot of things. I just know enough in the background to be kind of her backup. I will try to do my damnedest to make sure we're not hit. But I mean, this guy's texted people, called people. Like, this is now, they need to be aware of this potential, because if this breaks loose, and I can't imagine we're the only ones doing this. So, like,
Yeah,
if whatever, and her son has apparently given him info that her son shouldn't have, and that
We
no one else
don't know
should have.
even how many he's contacted, but you know, if he's been doing that through telephones and stuff, that's one thing to track. If he's been talking to people in real life, that's worse to track.
Out of character, how old is Todd supposed to be?
high school.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a junior.
Okay. I got a bigger question.
Yeah.
When they keep mentioning Holly and her associates, are the associates named?
You'll have to start reading through all the texts and stuff. So that'll.
I will slowly read through the text as
All right.
everyone is playing spy
Um,
shit around me.
yeah, that's fair. You can roll bureaucracy to sort of research that and figure, or criminology.
I'll do criminology.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm stuck on. Apparently, I'm trying to learn the shit that Trent got.
Already did.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
it's also
okay,
the
this
guy
guy
was getting treatment for cancer and also dealing with a large extended family and like, and he had a career. I don't even mention what he is. I'll say he was an academic of some kind. So he just got a lot of fucking emails and texts. So like, yeah, how do you just unravel the puzzle that is Mr. Morris? And you're not especially fast at it. You'll eventually get it, but you don't see any smoking guns one way or the other immediately.
I should have studied computers in prison.
Yeah. So
while we're at it, I'll liberate Holly's gun from her.
Okay.
Just in case.
Will I let him do that, or am I going to come back?
You can give me another sand check to snap back. That's pretty obvious to have someone feel that comforting weight off your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
If you make it, you can do whatever you want.
I have choices. I make it.
crit
Crit success, actually.
Oh yeah, crit success. You snap back instantly as he's reaching over before he even touches your gun. What do you want to do?
No, we can't do that.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh.
You're
That's what
back.
we need to fight in the kitchen.
Yeah. Holly,
Look,
your hand's already on your gun when you say that. And,
I'll
Yeah.
step back. Like shit. Okay.
No, no.
I didn't want it to come to this, Holly, but if you want to struggle over it, if you don't want to call your bosses, we'll do it.
No, you got to call them, but
It's good to have you back, Ollie.
I got to do something.
Okay.
Where you going?
I don't
What do you
think
got,
you should
Levi?
be going anywhere alone,
Walk
Holly.
toward the vault.
Okay.
I'll follow her. Just take care of the call. Get things started, guys.
I throw the keys at Mitchell.
Yeah.
Whose job is it to unlock the vault?
I have the keys now.
James gave you the keys. So
we're breaking all protocol now.
Yeah. No, you already broke all of the protocols. So
the book has been in the open. Trust me.
Yeah, the book has been in the open.
Pretty fucking loose.
Book had a
right
little
now.
field trip today.
Weirdly, none of us have even had an inclination to read through it, other than Trenton. Weird.
Yeah. So Micah, you step outside to make the call.
Yeah.
So there's an older woman on the phone and says, yeah, give me a debrief. Make it quick.
Something's going on with the vault and the grimoire, and Holly's neighbor knows about it. He's stuck in a mirror right now.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
He's inside the mirror.
The mirror that's in the vault?
Yes. He knocked on it like it was a fucking door and everything. But he's there. I have the other mirror that he went through. But he learned how to access it through Holly's son.
Holly's son?
Yes.
You can hear her flipping through some pages. Todd Huddle?
Yes.
Todd. Okay. So Todd is implicated in this. Okay. No one leaves the farmhouse.
No, we contained the neighbor. The house is clean. But he messaged people. Like, I can give you the list of names and numbers here in a bit. But he texted people, called people, talking about Holly and her associates.
Okay. Where's Todd now?
I believe at school.
Okay. No one leaves the farmhouse. Keep your phone on. No one goes in the vault. No one touches the mirror. Disarm everyone else. If they resist, kill them. Or try to survive if you don't think you have the number. If you can't trust anyone else. No one leaves. If you have a knife on you, if you're out, are you outside by yourself?
I'm outside, but I'm visible.
Okay. can you puncture the tires of every vehicle there?
Yes.
Okay, do that. If you think you can get away with it, we are going to figure this out, but that's the first thing. We're going to we'll have people who have your photo and know that we can trust you. Anyone else, when we'll be sending a team in, and they're gonna be armed, and they're not gonna be polite. Okay.
All right, but listen, it's the others. They're okay. Mitchell's been very helpful. We think it's just Holly and Holly's son.
I understand that, but you're too close to it. Do you understand that? You may be affected by something that you don't even know about.
Have I seen enough to know what the hell she's talking about? Like being infected?
Do you have unnatural? I don't think you do.
I don't.
Yeah, you. What the fuck is she talking? Yeah, roll for helplessness. Sand check for helplessness.
Yeah, I was just like, is she sending a death squad?
It doesn't sound good.
25 under 59.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
succeeded.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't lose any sand. It's not great to hear, but you're in the clear. So we're going to okay, yeah, we're sending a team in to assess the situation, independent evaluators, objective evaluators, but they're going to be armed and they're not going to be nice about it. So you should try. Here's what you tell them. Tell everyone that we're sending an expert. We're sending in help, but they're concerned about a threat, so everyone should disarm and leave their weapons out. And if anyone resists that, they will be treated as hostile.
Understood.
We don't know when. Just keep everyone at the farmhouse. No one leaves. It'll be a couple hours for us to get a team there.
Understood. Got it.
Okay. So, do you have a knife on you?
Probably not, because
Okay.
I don't think that would be standard police gear. So,
do you have one in your car?
could I roll luck?
Sure.
That's a 7.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you do.
I'll go and grab it. But I'm not going to pop the tires yet.
Okay.
I'll go back inside and
Okay.
see what things look like in there real quick.
All right. So yeah. Meanwhile, while that call was going on, so Mitchell and Holly went downstairs, right, to the vault. Correct.
Yeah, I asked Mitchell. You need to let me in there.
Mhm.
You need to get Deck in there.
All right. So James is on the phone trying to look things up.
So where did I go? I usually go wherever the book goes.
Yeah, you have the book. You're in the kitchen. No one's paying attention to you.
No,
then
I'm sitting next to
fine.
Trenton looking
Yeah.
through the text.
Yeah. So Trenton, what do you want to do?
Well, if I've got the book in front of me, I mean.
All right. Yeah, you just open it up, start reading. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm technically still observing.
Yeah. So
Unlock the door.
two of you go down to the vault and you unlock it. It's open, just as you left it.
Okay.
The-
What do you want to do here, Holly?
We need to talk to Ethan.
Okay. Yeah, you pull the cover off. He actually was not immediately in frame, but he steps in. Oh, hello, hey.
I step through the mirror.
Yeah.
Motherfucker!
Mitchell, give me a sand check for unnatural.
Yeah.
Actually, both of you, because yeah, it's you're stepping through a mirror and it ripples like water. It's 3 if you fail. So yeah, you step through. It looks it's colder, but it looks like the vault from right here. You know, the door is open and everything else. And Mitchell's
Don't go through, Ethan.
Or sorry, Ethan is there.
Yeah, don't go through.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Holly. It's good to see you. I'm. Did you bring someone else? Or did you want to see?
Holly, what are you doing?
I'm like trying to get Ethan out of the frame. I'm trying to get him to step away from the mirror.
Okay,
we can't go out there.
You know, we could go through. Yeah, if you don't want him to hear us, we can just step out of frame. Like walk out of the room, and yeah. So he guides you, and let's see. It is, yeah. Give me another sand check. You see what the mirror world looks like outside of the reflection.
No.
All right, it's not good. Wow, 6. Do you want to project?
I do want to project.
All right.
I'll project on to Chrissy.
All right, yeah. She wasn't here to deal with this. You can roll the d4. I rolled the d4 if you want to take that result.
You can roll it.
All right, yeah, 4. You only lose 2 sand.
Nice. So I keep together.
Yeah.
Ethan listened very carefully.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. By the way, here's what it looks like. It is not a reflection beyond the. It is. It seems like a 19th century factory, gloomy, just stretching out endlessly to the horizon. You see dark machines grinding gears and these weird clay-like humanoids shuffling around endlessly. They're just you see a clay figure, a humanoid being made out of a mold. They're just pouring this dark material in and filling up the mold as there's drudgery at work, and it's very hazy and grays and blues and sickly yellows are the sort of colors. Yeah, it's just this dismal factory is the only word you could put it. But yeah, no one's bothering you. There's a odd bluish light coming from ceiling windows. I forgot what you call those. But yeah. And but Ethan keeps the shape. He's like, yes. What do you want?
We can't go back out there.
Oh.
Yeah, you screwed it all up, you idiot. Now you step out there, they're just gonna kill you, and you'll be as dead as you would have been from the cancer.
Oh.
That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is they put you in some kind of hospital and pick you apart.
Well, not if you kill the others, and I'll help.
You can do that? You got guns?
Oh yeah, your gun. Hold up your gun. When we go back in there, if you hold up your gun, I'll have your gun.
It's gonna take more than that.
Well, there's guns in the vault I could see.
Yeah, I got a better plan.
Okay.
We lay low.
It only works through this mirror.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Best choice is to look. We step through that mirror, we're gonna have to kill or be killed, and we're not gonna make it. I'm sure they've geared up already by now.
I mean, let's just I'd rather take my risks now. Oh, you know what? Actually, we'll have even more help. If we kill Mitchell, then we can. Well, okay. Oh shit! We need to go he's moving the mirror. We need to go now. So, Ari, what are you gonna do?
I look back at the mirror. What does it look? It looks like the mirror.
Angle is changing. He is rotating the mirror.
No, I'm going to shoot Ethan.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot Ethan. You don't have to roll. He just falls.
All right.
And starts turning into this weird clay. Yeah.
So my thinking has been, I realize everything's screwed. There's no way out of this because the program is not going to like there's no resolution for this. I realized that the best possible thing we could do is the best possible thing I could do is sacrifice myself to try to sew up that part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, my entire family is going to go down for this, especially Todd. I realized thinking back that I broke all those rules to bring Todd back from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, not exactly sure how, but I realized I did that, and I cared enough to try to give Todd a life, to sacrifice my whole, and now I'm gonna have to go the rest of the way and just eat it in the mirror. In the vain hope that maybe they'll leave Todd alone.
All right, all right. So the mirror finishes shifting. So yeah, Mitchell shifted the mirror, puts it face down on the ground, and puts a crate on top of it.
It's the easiest way.
And more of the clay humanoids start coming at you. Yeah, you unload, you empty your magazine and reload and empty your magazine, but it's just they just keep coming. Like there's no good ending for Agent Holly.
No.
So yeah, Mitchell, you didn't see anything. You just they just disappeared for a while.
I chose violence.
You did choose violence. Yeah. So yeah, the other two of you you're at the kitchen table. Or the other three of you are at the kitchen. When Mitchell, what are you gonna do, Mitchell? You just staying down there?
They probably heard me shout, "Motherfucker!"
Okay,
Holly,
yeah.
At that point, I'm running down.
All right, yeah.
Before that happens,
They find me just shoving the mirror over and just help me get this crate on top of it.
Okay.
She just went in. I don't know why. I'm not trusting this.
Mm-hmm.
well,
I like the new protocol.
While I had a chance to read the book, so is it the book all about the mirror, or is it has many different things on different
There's
topics?
many different things.
But is there any one section, maybe, essentially is it that I can randomly find that has a small spell of some kind? I don't know what, something fun and interesting, like a defensive spell or something.
Yeah, give me a call.
Distracted.
Yeah.
Sure.
Great, he's learning shit.
Yeah. Is your goal just to cast a spell of some kind?
21 under 60. But my goal.
Yeah. What is your goal?
Yeah, my goal is to just learn a spell really quick because everything's going haywire so quickly. I'll have something in my back pocket to use on people, or maybe something to get away, or both.
Okay.
If it's necessary.
Okay. All right. I'll give you two options. Call the servant of the air, or empty empty the thoughts of thy foe.
Probably empty the thoughts of thy foe.
Okay.
Is it a multi-target thing, or does it seem like
you don't? It's hard to understand. Yeah.
We'll just figure it out when it happens. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah.
If it happens.
Sure. All right. So, yeah, you apparently, yeah. So Agent Holly is gone. The mirror is now face down on the ground. None of you heard the gunshots, because they were out of frame. And sound only travels when you're in frame. You don't hear the factory sounds,
Yeah, to me, it looked like a betrayal, so I reacted that way.
That's fine. I mean, that's what you did. Yeah, give me a sand check for Agent Holly's gone, one of your agents, so that's violence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was downstairs to hear it, so.
Yeah.
I fail.
Okay. 2.
Yeah.
None of you get the idea that Holly is coming back. especially now that the mirror is down. Like
I
Holly is
succeeded.
gone.
I've been to prison. I've seen shankings.
Yeah. So but yeah. So you open up the door. So yeah, all of you are together at the farmhouse. Micah, are you explaining what the rules of engagement are now?
Yeah, so sorry, I had to step away for a second. So I know Holly's in the mirror, it's covered. Trenton is
Oh, it's on
reading
the
Grimoire.
ground with a crate on top of it. So
Yes.
Okay.
And then Trenton was reading the Grimoire again and potentially learned a spell, maybe.
well, you don't know. He's just reading the book. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking.
So,
at
like-
If someone's going to mention he's reading the book, I'm running back upstairs.
So is this all happening as I'm on the phone and like I'm walking in to seeing him,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is Trenton, get away from that book.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. There's the book.
And Hal, make sure he doesn't read it. Punch him if you need to. Where's the other two?
You find them. Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
no,
everybody but Holly. Yeah.
I mentioned Mitchell's downstairs. He'll tell you about Holly.
Okay.
Yeah,
and if you guys have any guns or weapons, please set them aside right now.
Okay.
Why?
Our employers are sending a team, and let's not piss them off.
Oh, okay.
And then
I'll put the sword up shotgun back, but I'll be pointing at the mirror and telling him about well, I don't know. Holly just jumped into the mirror and then she dragged Ethan away from the view, and I just didn't trust that. So I turned the mirror and put a crate on top of it.
I guess they didn't hear the gunshot.
No, they did not. Anything out of frame, the sound doesn't travel. Otherwise, yeah, the factory sound wouldn't be.
I think Holly was our leak. I think she resurrected her son, and her son's now gone and done.
what do you mean resurrected her son?
That's insane.
Because that's the thing in the book. It said it could resurrect other
Yeah.
people.
Okay. You're right. That's technically correct. Yeah.
And her son isn't her son. It's some kind of twisted reflection because it's reaching out and teaching other people the ritual.
That could be a problem.
As per the messages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, magic's no fun if everyone can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know how to process that. So
yeah.
Are you sure I shouldn't be having a gun in case something comes popping out of this mirror like some kind of hell demon?
Yeah. Why don't you? Yeah, you stay here and keep an eye on it.
Just tell the team there's one guy with a gun down there pointing at the mirror, and I'll drop it when they tell me to.
Okay. So if nobody's wanting to run or do anything, you all wait at the farmhouse.
We don't know how cruel Delta Green can be.
And while we're waiting, I'll go through Morris's phone and send like all the phone numbers he contacted to my contact.
Okay, yeah.
One thing I am going to transmit it. So those images to some kind of cloud storage. The images I previously saved of snapshots of the texts.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So the team arrives and at night, and you basically you get Micah, you get a call to tell everybody to lie face down on the ground with their hands behind their head.
That seems really aggressive. Could I at least just have them like on their knees?
Like no. If you relate that and then go, wait, no, that doesn't sound right. I'm already doing it. The CO tells you something, you follow that instruction.
Yeah, there's no negotiation here. You do it or you don't.
Well, okay. Everybody else do it.
Anybody not in that position will be shot.
I've been reflecting on the danger of pod people, so I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll relay that and make sure that Mitchell drops the gun.
Okay. Yeah. All of you do that, and all of you you hear a door open. You hear boots. Several sets of boots. People carrying heavy kit. You can hear just the clink of the guns and the webbing and all that shit. And they zip tie all of you, and basically, they put you in chairs and they start interrogating you. And
I will mention that the book has gone back into the vault at this point.
Okay, yeah. So they find out that Trenton was reading the book, not following protocol, not writing notes, not being observed by James, not methodically reading things, but just kind of skimming around and that kind of thing. That you took the book out, and that you're all compromised in some degree by Morris. And what this is going to come down to is a luck check for every single person. So you get you roll if you get a 50%. Good is 50% or lower.
No.
Yeah.
I'm the fall guy.
Well, maybe not the only one. So,
critical success.
Who is that?
I don't go to prison again.
All right. Well, hold on. We'll just do this one by one. So, Trenton, did you make yours luck check?
I failed my luck check, but I might, if I could tell things are going to go bad, I might try to point out that I've got evidence, as leverage.
Okay, so they hear that you read the book unauthorized. They march you outside. So, are you going to try empty the thoughts of thy enemy?
Well, I know I will. There's a lot of them, and I'm like, can I even?
There are 3 of them.
I mean, can I cast it, something like that if my arms are stepped behind my back and all that, or what?
Yeah. As far as you say a few words and you think about it, and it happens.
I think no. I mean, as fun as that would be, I think that I'll probably get killed either way. But I think the better play is to point out, I saved some of that evidence, that weird shit was going on.
So that's your attempt.
Yeah, it's just to tell them,
okay.
Don't kill me because I've got evidence on you guys. It's probably not going to work right, but
Oh, you're going to try and blackmail them.
Well, I wouldn't use a severe word like that. Yeah, that's what I was going to try to do.
All right, that just fails. That automatically fails. They just shoot you.
All right.
You might have escaped if you used the spell, but you didn't.
Oh well.
Yeah. So Micah, did you make your luck check?
Yes, I got a 33 under 50.
Oh, 33 under 50. Yeah, you're fucking. Yeah, you're the hero. Yeah, they love you. You're going to be a full agent now. And James,
36 under 50. I passed.
Okay, yeah, you're far enough away that you can hide from the blowout. Morse didn't know enough about you, and so you're able to skirt by. You're not associated with this. And Mitchell, you failed though, right?
I met her husband.
Yeah. So here's the thing: they actually don't kill you, but you have to redeem yourself. You're going to be the person. You have to pull the trigger on. You have to. Basically make this look like a murder-suicide, or like a murder. Like you have to basically frame it so that it looks like Holly killed Brad and Todd and then drove her car off a bridge.
They were having an affair, and his, impending death drove her to madness.
So yeah, that's what you're going to do. So first off, give me another luck check to see if you can pull it off.
92, I don't.
Yeah, you go in the house and you pop Brad with a silenced handgun. And before you can process that, you just feel something enter your back, and you were literally stabbed in the back. Todd was pretty a lot stronger than anyone gave him credit for, and a lot sneakier than anyone gave him credit for. And so Todd goes missing, and you're dead and with a gun in your hand. So it looks like what the fuck happened. So it's a huge fuck up. But yeah, Todd lived.
Yay!
I'm sorry, guys. I tried my best.
You did try your best. But yeah, that's it was a very bleak dawn. So I think that's everybody's fate. And Holly. So what happened was that there was a cultist who knew about the mirror and had used supernatural methods to figure out where the mirror was, and had been monitoring the farmhouse for a while, and saw you all come and go, using a telephoto lens and telescoping kind of things, and realized it was in the vault and had been able to get in and open up the vault, but was not able to access the safe, and thought you were the highest rated person there as the FBI agent. So he thought you had the thumbprint for the safe. And but as he was dying, he was so crazy, he just revealed everything as he was shot, and babbled that he wanted to bring someone else back to life. He's like, wait, bring someone back to life, you say? Well, let's go pay a visit to the mirror. And so you threw him in wounded, and Todd came back out. And the memory, so that night was so traumatic, you just blocked it out, and didn't think about it. And Todd was fine, and you just didn't think about that week, and everything was fine. So that was the origin of it. And yeah, if you talked to Todd, he would have been like, hey, no, help me. I want to live. I'm a good son. Tell me what I have to do, and I'll do whatever it takes to help you, Mom. Delta Green was like, we could pull him from school, but like, no, we'll do this instead. And then it backfired because an FBI agent couldn't kill a single dude, a single accountant, and a single teenager. Yeah.
Look, he wasn't a teenager; he was a pod person.
Well, they didn't realize that. They thought.
I feel like every Delta Green game I've ever played in, the hardest part has just been killing random people in a house that don't even know we're coming.
Yeah,
always goes wrong.
Yeah.
Delta Green was told.
Yeah,
Todd was the fucking vector.
Well, they thought that FBI agent could handle him. They thought Todd wasn't suspicious, but but yeah, that's the idea. So I wanted it to be everything was just player facing.
So in the end, the system, not the opening games, but the Delta Green system, the logic, it works well against people. It doesn't work as well against monsters, though, which is too bad because it's the one threat they're trying to stop.
Yep. Well, they don't know how to kill monsters because they're monsters. Nobody's dealt with them before. It's like a out of context problem every week. So it's like, well, there's no system that could be good for dealing with monsters.
I'm just kind of sorry and kind of glad we didn't manage to get Holly to pull her kid away from school, because then we definitely have shot him in front of her.
Oh well, I mean, you would have tried to shoot him, but Todd was a fighter. He was gonna go down swinging. So, and he was definitely not gonna. He was definitely, the instant he was pulled from school, he'd be suspicious. He would be on alert. So there would be no fooling that Todd. So
as soon as because Todd knew he was a pod person, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the reflections just like, I'm a normal person. I love you. I'll be identical. Nothing's changed. It's just I want to help bring more reflections into here.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. We're just helping.
Clearly not.
Yeah,
made out of clay.
I'm Todd. I'm not a different thing. I'm Todd. I'm the Todd you know. I know everything Todd knows.
Made out of clay from a factory that makes clay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, never look behind the curtain. Yeah.
Let's see how the sausage is made.
Yeah. You don't want to see how the sausage is made. Yeah. So yeah, simple purpose, but I thought it. Yeah.
Is the book the Necronomicon?
Basically, yeah. Or an English translation of the Necronomicon, because it is in English. So yeah, it's one of those big badass grimoires that is like,
a sorcerer made this.
That's why they had like a paramedic with some master's experience read instead of like an actual professor. They figured,
and yet he's still instantly
smart enough to write notes, but not smart enough to really understand everything. Like. Not educated enough to understand all the references.
That's the theory, anyway.
Yeah, well, and then this whole fucking mirror thing happened, because the mirror they thought they didn't know what to do with, because it's indestructible. You're like, well, what the fuck do we do with this? If we just throw it in the
I thought
ocean,
about
that's
trying to shoot the mirror. I was like, I bet that's not going to do anything.
yeah. It's
I
not.
wasn't going to do that because somebody said a god made it, and I was just like, yeah, it's probably not going to be effective.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Nyarlathotep was like, let's have some fun. And yeah,
He just
And-
liked his little
and he
science
did.
experiments.
He's had a lot of fun there.
he's just a little guy. He just loves having fun.
Just
Yeah.
winds up his toys and lets them go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised, Holly, you didn't like fucking choose fight at any point. It's like, no, fuck all these assholes. I gotta save my son.
Well, I did. I just realized that
Yeah.
I wasn't going to be able to
He
shoot
did
my
save
way
it.
out of it.
Oh,
And
you
I
could have
wasn't
if you got the drop on Mitchell. Threw him
Yeah,
through
maybe.
his you could have dedicated his corpse to the mirror and bring Mirror Mitchell back. And
Yeah.
I was kind of waiting for that, but
Yeah.
I did have a shotgun, so if she failed it,
yeah,
just
so then it
killing
would be
me-
and Ethan would have definitely helped out. Ethan's a team player, so it'd be 3 versus the 3 upstairs, and so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly's idea was what she's trying to get Ethan to go along with was just like camp out in the mirror and see if you could just survive in there for a while. Long
Like, he
enough
could,
to,
but he really wanted out of that mirror.
I got that.
And once people know the
Awesome.
mirror is fucky, they're just gonna like block it off, you know.
Yeah.
So no one can step
I mean,
through.
for a few years, sure, until they forget about it. Like,
Right.
Yeah, well,
Decide to study it again.
yeah, Ethan was not wanting because he wanted to go back to his life. If you wait a few years,
Yeah.
he can't go back to his normal life.
yeah, I was just
Or
trying to
because
explain
it's
to him
copper.
that, like, you step out of that mirror, you're stepping into a cell.
Yeah, basically.
They know you're coming.
So
my other solution would have been to lock the vault door, but there were guns in there, and I didn't want them to arm themselves.
I mean, they'd be trapped in the vault. Like, they'd have to make a demolition check or something.
Yeah, trapped in the
to
vault
make
with all that
an
other
IED.
Delta Green stuff. What could go wrong?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's other shit in the vault. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's something in crates I never really specified.
Yeah, we'll just
So-
start opening crates and see what
Yeah.
I can
I
find.
think
Yeah, what do you want to be in the crate?
Hey, look,
yeah.
a javelin.
I just it ended up, but still.
If you shoot a javelin in the vault while you're in the vault, you're just fucking pasting yourself like that.
It does bring up one of the issues with the green. Like, you kind of have to have things like that, but then at the same time, now you've started the stuff together. What if it smushes together somehow?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the classic Delta Green setup. Is really a green box has gone bad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm kind of sad we didn't get the opportunity to. Can we just pop these crates and see if there's anything useful in there for us?
I honestly,
But
my
we were
answer to
never
that is, like,
desperate.
what would you want to be in there? Like, this is definitely a scenario where I just give you all the tools and see what you do with them.
Yeah.
So that's
You're
why,
the
like,
guy
if
who
you'd ask for a
decided-
particular gun, be like, yeah, sure, whatever.
I
the
ran a
guys can
scenario
just
about a
lay
green
down.
box
Yeah. Mhm.
that had an MP40 with a Klein bottle magazine.
All right, yeah.
And if you fired it in anger, in melee, I pulled this from the green box generator, but
Oh yeah,
if you
yeah.
fired it in anger, it summoned the invisible tentacle monster.
Oh yeah.
Star vampire.
Star vampire, yeah. It
Nice.
summons 1d4 star vampires.
Oh, that was
Jesus.
I think if you wanted something to get out of the vault when you're looking through the crates, it would be like, oh, here's this little fossilized thing. Somehow if you throw it, it'll open up that vault door. It would have been like a fossilized Shoggoth that would have just ate through the door.
And then everyone else.
Yeah, but it's not your problem. It's going away from you. It's away from the vault, so you're behind it. You're fine. So you got that going for you. But yeah, it's just like I wanted a player versus player kind of scenario. Or like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, you could have totally covered this up and had Todd stay, family, and Morris stay a friend.
Yeah.
And they totally would have helped you with whatever you wanted.
I
And,
wish I had been able to do that.
I'm sorry, Mitchell was too good. He just suspected you from the start.
Well, it's also you
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, I mean, Holly had some. If Holly chose fight and just drew first, just domed Mitchell, and make
didn't
everyone
know
else
that.
make sand checks, then everyone starts shooting each other. Who knows who wins that? Like that.
Holly was trying to be a good little Delta Green agent. Though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
until
Holly
she
should have thought about
realized-
Holly. Holly should have worried about Holly
Until
more.
the moment that she realized that there was no getting out of this.
Yeah. Holly
The
should have
thing
been a
Holly
little
should have
more.
done was never mention the name Todd or let anybody overhear it.
Yeah, I should have gone through that mirror and talked to him. And
Yeah. No, Ethan was trying to help you. Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
I
Your
probably
friend-
had listened to
You
him.
shot him, you monster.
Yeah, you should have trusted Ethan.
Only I
Ethan
trusted
only
the
wanted the
guy.
best for you. He only wanted the best. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much for playing. I had a blast.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
Holly wanted Todd to live, and he did, so that worked out.
Yeah. Todd got it. Yeah, that's right. Todd's getting away.
And
Todd's
now
gonna
they have to
well.
hunt Todd.
Todd's gonna have to get the mirror because it doesn't work without that specific mirror because they have to step through that. So he's gonna be he's gonna be. He knows where it is at all times. So
Nothing weird there.
He'll find a way.
He'll find a way. Yeah,
I have confidence in him.
He'll just make a cult, get an army, and just march on it. Just get like a couple vans of dudes with explosives and shit, and we'll just take it.
Good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cast it in tungsten, throw it at the Marianas Trench.
Oh no, you don't want to send it in the ocean. The Delta Green is never going to send anything into the ocean.
Never have anything in the ocean.
For reasons.
Yeah.
If
you read the handler's guide,
next week.
If you read the handler guides, you know who's leading the Delta Green. Actually, either side, they know what's in the ocean. They know they don't want to just give it more shit to fuck with humanity with.
Anyway,
There
as
goes,
missions
like,
go,
thank
this
you.
wasn't too bad of a mission. 40% survival rate. That's kind of great, actually.
40%, yeah. 2 out of 5. It's fine. And the monster on the loose. At least Delta Green knows what the mirror does now.
Yeah, and they have it still, which is great.
Yeah. God, yeah. Oh, yeah. It would be great things. You throw in the ocean, they just throw it back, saying, "No, get this."
This one's yours.
Yeah. No, fuck you. They actually would have traded with some other cult or something. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for playing. Check out patreon.com/rppr to learn how you can play games like this. And I should put that on here. And there's the address right there, patreon.com/rppr, because I run at least one game a month every month for patrons, and often games like Delta Green, Eclipse Phase, Red Markets. I'll be doing more fantasy RPGs like Dungeon Crawl Classics, because I had a lot of fun doing that last month, and that kind of thing. But anyways, thank you all for playing, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
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 Ciao.
Doo-doo.